But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
We tried a little stall tactic. Because everyone's like,
That's pretty accurate, too. That's exactly what they said.
That's what I just read off the instant feedback. What's up? We're stalling for our pal Anthony, but I think we got to start.
He'll be here soon. He's in a jam on the LIE because it's pouring out today. And
this is a great story as far as the LIE goes. Some guy, I don't know if he was drunk. He's flying down the service road. You got these service roads where you live, I'm sure. You got the main highway, and then you got the service road, and a lot of people take the service road and go 70, 80 miles an hour if they can. And this guy lost control of his car, hit a house, burst into flames, I believe, and he is dead. But somebody was, sleeping all nice in their house. All of a sudden, this car, you just don't expect that when it's not the highway.
Is that what Anthony's stuck in right now?
I don't know if they, shut down the LIE for that one. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think so. I don't know. He was supposed to be here right around 6. He'll be here, whatever.
If it happened in Long Island, it may be causing a lot of people to take an alternate route, which would be the LIE. Because the guy goes through a house. That fucks up traffic.
That could be a problem.
There's certain things in traffic that are really legitimate traffic claims. Like, you're like, I was in traffic. Guy went through a house. All right, that's legitimate.
That's pretty legit. We made Breitbart, too.
Yes.
I guess we could give everybody the O&A news. Breitbart, what is it, Breitbart.com?
Breitbart TV, I think.
Oh, Breitbart.tv, BREITBART.tv. They took a tax rant we did a few days ago, and they're calling it, what's the headline on that thing?
Epic tax rant.
Wow, Opie and Anthony hosts crank up epic half-hour anti-tax rant.
Epic?
Yeah.
What? They don't listen to our show, do they? They must listen to a lot of boring radio, so to them that's like, oh my God, listen to these guys. It was a good break. Good break on taxes.
That was 30 really hard minutes on taxes, but really speaking honestly.
Yeah.
And of course, whenever this show comes up on any website, I panic because I'm like, all right, we're getting fired. Something happened.
Of course.
And it was actually a good thing, because I think that they must have loved the rant. And I'm listening to 25 minutes. You guys were brilliant. You really were good. And I contributed.
What was funny?
Nothing.
No, what's funny was listening to you through the rant.
Dude.
Because you were playing like silly guy.
Yeah.
Jimmy, obviously extremely intelligent and could hang in there with the best of them. But during that particular rant, you were coming up with all your silly characters. What were you, literal guy?
I did literal Joe. A couple times I'm like, why is that? Right. I just had nothing.
And if you don't know the show, you're like, who
is this asshole? Dude, all I'm thinking as I'm listening to that is if I was an outsider going, who the fuck is this guy? Wasn't he shut up?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Dude, it was driving me nuts.
If people don't know Jimmy, they must think,
what is this?
Wow, they must have let some college radio guy do the show with him one day.
It was, and there was one, and I'm like, I said something about England, and you're like, yeah. And it was so bad. It sounded so bad.
Yeah.
What a fool I was. But I was just happy that there was nothing detrimental. I kept waiting for the bomb, like the thing that was, it was up there for. No, it was just a great rant.
You can't worry anymore. They'll get us eventually. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
It's just how it is. Obama. He's got a big speech in Egypt right now that everyone's covering. Everybody. It's on every freaking channel. What is he doing in Egypt, Jimmy?
It looks like he is just walking around the world talking about Muslims and Islam and trying to, I guess, mend fences. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know if it looks weak, but I don't know if it's weak or if it's his way of saying the only way to deal with these extremists is to have Muslim leaders on your side and have them deal. I mean, maybe that's his strategy. I don't know.
Why do we have to deal with the Muslims? I mean, there's only 1.6 billion of them.
I know. You can't exactly ignore them right here.
Maybe if there was a few, you're like, ah.
But one thing I like that he said, even though I didn't agree with it, is he was saying that Iran, he's like, hey, we can't impose our rights, our will on them. Mm-hmm. And he's right. It's like, I get sick and tired of the U.S. being the world's policeman. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of telling every other country what to do. They just wind up hating us. Israel can handle Iran. If there's a problem with Israel and Iran, Israel will handle it. They don't need us.
No, it's weird. Anthony's agreeing with everything today, right, Anthony? Look,
Yeah,
he's
see,
just nodding.
of course he does.
He's nodding.
Anthony's a bigger Obama fan.
I
than
knew he
lets
loved
on.
Obama.
Of course he does. He's listening right now.
He's probably screaming at his radio.
I bet you he kind of agrees with that. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
You don't agree with nothing when it comes to Obama.
I'd like to ask him what he thinks about
Well, maybe
that.
he agrees with a couple tiny little things.
Well, it's like
Tiny little ones.
Iran is going to get nuclear weapons. I personally don't care if they have them or not, as long as they don't sell them to terrorists. That's my only concern.
Yeah, eventually, the wrong people will get the nuclear weapons and do something really stupid, and hopefully we can figure it out and survive as human beings.
Oh, I hope not.
Period. Thank you.
Dude, I was the I should have come in and work and addressed today. I was the hole on that entire tax rant. I will fucking...
Can we isolate Jimmy's part
Dude,
on
it
the
was
big Breitbart
so bad.
rant?
It's the only time audio from this show has ever been taken in a positive light and put on a fucking news site. Ever. And I contribute nothing in 30 minutes.
You weren't literal Joe. You were something Joe.
I was literal Jim. No, regular Joe.
Regular. You were trying out your regular Joe character.
Because it's what we, people who listen to the show just know it's just Jimmy being an ass.
I was rooting for you to sound stupid the whole time I was listening to that. I'm like, there's Jimmy again.
Dude, it was obvious. It was
and
really
like, they
stupid.
don't even know. They don't even know.
Oh.
Ant's walking down the hall, the very long hallway. We have any guests today? We were supposed to have Norman Lear.
Yesterday he canceled all press, though. He's an older man. He's probably not feeling well.
I heard he's got the swine flu, so.
Oh, no.
I wish him nothing but the best. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, so.
How old is Norman Lear? He's got to be fucking 85 years old.
I was thinking 58, something like that.
He was 3 when he did All in the Family.
Yeah, exactly. Huh?
Stupid walk down the hallway.
The very long walk down the hallway.
God.
Puddles! Hi.
Good morning.
Puddles.
Puddles?
Yeah.
What's wrong with puddles?
Apparently people don't like driving through them.
Oh.
Where the parkway and the expressway come together, there's this giant lake.
Right.
And it's not like people are driving 53 Packards anymore. You could go through puddles and your car won't stall. Just drive.
Puddles.
Drive.
Cursing the puddles. This just in by Coke Logic, so we got the big rant on Breitbart, and Drudge will be covering yesterday's Roomful of Cum segment, so that's very good. Getting a lot of exposure today.
I don't know
for
if
the show.
I was listening to the Opie and Anthony show on my way in.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard that. Just that rant. How good you guys were. It really was impressive. It was a great.
No, don't even. It's not about that. It's about you.
Well, that's the point I'm making. Is that
average Joe?
It sounded like
hysterical.
It was just this really interesting thing, and the hole keeps piping in.
I'll be darned.
What is that?
We're getting We're getting your parts isolated.
Dude.
I can't wait to hear.
They
it
were
now.
fucking
It's the
terrible.
only thing I want to hear.
Do
now.
they ever?
I did laugh.
That's
the
it. Do they ever?
No, there's a couple things, and I have to hear it again.
When I said the muckety mucks line, I was like, just shut
that's
up.
right. Yeah.
Just shut up.
You know what it is? You never think a break like that is going to make the news. So when you're going like average Joe,
Well, that's what I was saying,
regular
man.
guy.
You were probably in the elevator. I was like, it's a good break. They're looking at it like it's an amazing rant that's just one of our breaks.
What
They
we
must
do.
listen to a lot of really boring radio, so to them it's like, holy shit, listen what these guys are doing.
They're really tearing it up about those taxes, by gum. And that Jim Norton.
Yeah.
He
All
sure
right,
told him.
Start taping now. You know, somebody once said no taxation without representation. And then big tits fell out. Wait, that's not, wait, wrong. Oh, what a dope.
Yeah.
What a dope.
Made a good listen.
Oh, dude. I was just laughing after a while. I'm like, because sometimes you guys will be clicking on something, and it's fun just to kind of like fucking hang out and really just be here and not say anything. And
And just go, nah.
But I'll chime in with a line once in a while. But if it's happening and you guys have this thing, what the fuck I do? Jump in and step on it? It's going.
Well, you're supposed to bring in your phone bill, Ant. That was the
Yes.
That's what started that whole damn thing.
Exactly.
We got to look at that phone bill again. So
Yeah. Yeah, that was the one going off about all the different taxes on the phone bill and everything. So
surcharges on fines and parking tickets and
where is it all going?
Where is it all going?
Exactly.
What are we trying to
Correcto mundo.
What are we trying to do? The break again?
Trying to get more press.
Breitbart.tv's got the break in their. I don't know. I still don't like Breitbart.
No.
No. They haven't been too positive.
Haven't been kind.
No.
They since that homeless Charlie thing.
Give us a couple more positive things, and then I'll turn my opinion around on Breitbart.
Yeah, it was the
I still
homeless
say it
Charlie
that way.
thing.
Breitbart.
But it's Breitbart.
Where are we, by the way? Are we really buried on the website there, Danny?
No, you're
Nope.
You're front and center.
Ooh. What is that?
That was a prime spot right there.
Yeah, that is.
That's
Says
a very
Opie
nice.
Anthony hosts Crank Up Epic. They're calling it Epic.
It's epic, Opie.
It's not epic.
It should have said Opie and Anthony hosts and some fucking chick that came in and contributed nothing.
Our standards are way higher than Breitbart. It was a very good break. It wasn't epic.
It's epic.
You want to hear epic.
Well, epic doesn't epic mean isn't it could be about the size of it too. Epic is like I don't know the actual
Epic.
like yeah.
Yeah, huge.
It's kind of like big.
Yeah.
That was a long tax rant, man. You guys covered
maybe long. That's what they meant. Jeez, a long-winded.
Yes, epic.
Yeah, a lot of hot air.
Spielberg edited this one.
You know what I wish? I wish more than anything that during
That I would have died during that. So
Well,
do I.
that would have helped. During that rant, you decided to do Ted the Tax Man.
Oh yeah. We now quote Ted.
Right.
Yes. Theodore Scheckler once said,
Theodore.
"Go, don't pay taxes." Back to you.
A brilliant financier, Ted Sheckle.
Was in the studio.
Let me tell you.
Ted the
I don't like to pay tax because sometimes they poke my bottom. Oh, other kinds of tax. I apologize.
Yes, it's a tax rant about thumb tax.
All right, well,
Jesus.
so we got that going on today, which is really, really
Which
cool.
is nice.
Very, very nice. Eminem admits Bruno encounter was staged, finally. I was just, I don't know who I was talking to. I just babble and hope someone listens to me in the morning before the show. But I was saying, if you're going to do a stunt like the Bruno thing at the MTV Movie Awards and Eminem is involved and there's a bunch of people involved, why don't you just all keep your mouths shut and just say no comment?
You said it to me.
Why do you have to eventually tell everybody that it was a stunt?
Oh, they did.
I mean, we knew it was a stunt, but a
Yeah.
lot of people weren't really sure, and they would have questioned it for a while. So just keep your mouth shut.
Mongoloids? Who the hell didn't know, you know? It's like...
Well, now they're trying to spin it like Eminem was in on it, but he didn't know that it was going to be, nothing on his, on his bottom. And shut up.
What did he think Bruno was going to do?
Didn't you see the trailer?
Yeah.
It was going to be something uber gay, you dummy.
And his people looked into it.
Of course.
And that he knows who fucking Sasha Baron
Eminem is very very protected, very particular, barely does press. Everything has to be thought out big time. He knew exactly how the stunt was going down and what Bruno was going to wear. But I don't understand now. They just blow it. They're doing this fake edge, and then they do it. They sort of pull it off, and now they have to tell everyone it was fake. It's like, just shut your mouths. And say no comment.
I think they realized I think when seeing it,
stupid it is.
They probably heard some of the criticisms and realized this is embarrassing. 10, 15, 20 years ago, it was all like they'd show a clip on the news and go, oh, maybe. Mm-hmm. But then all these bloggers and internet people, they probably just got torn apart so bad for it. They're like, we have to just admit it.
Here's the quote from Eminem. Sasha called me when we were in Europe, and he had an idea to do something outrageous at the movie awards. I'm a big fan of his work, so I agreed to get involved with the gag. Eminem told Rap Radar.
See, and he said he's a fan of his work, so he knows. I mean, he had to have seen fucking clips of him with his face in a fat man's asshole.
I'm thrilled that we pulled this off better than we rehearsed it. So, there you go.
He must have realized he's looking like an idiot.
I was looking at the Bruno trailer.
Bruno.
And now I might be leaning toward how Jimmy thinks about the whole Borat thing. They have a scene on the trailer with Richard Bay doing a talk show. Ugh. He used to be a talk show host.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to set it up like it's a real talk show host. And I'm thinking maybe the way they do it is they tell people we're starting a new talk show host, and then they bring the people in, and then they film this for Bruno, right? The women that get up in the audience of the trailer, and I don't think I have to explain it because everyone's watching this trailer. They're actors. It's so obvious they're actors.
A lot of
because Bruno comes out with the black kid. I'll tell you this much. And Richard Bay goes, "What'd you name the kid?" And Bruno goes, "A typical black name, OJ." So the big black women in the audience are outraged by that.
Yeah, are they?
And they get up and they're like doing the moves and stuff. It's like they're actors.
They're acting. Yeah.
And Jimmy kind of pointed out that's one of the reasons why you didn't dig the Borat as much as a lot of other people.
I didn't like the movie, but I'm not shitting on him. Like, I think he's brilliant. I think the show was hilarious.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it when anyone was in on the gag.
Yeah, that makes it the best. It's great when no one knows what's going on. Those are the funniest clips, when he walks into a situation and nobody has a clue that he's, being an asshole.
I loved Borat until he finally met Pam Anderson. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so. What are you doing? That's your big finale, a setup bit.
And it
Pam Anderson
kind of took us out of the mix when the big fat black hooker was in our stupid TV pilot.
Oh, right.
That's like, all right, well, maybe she's not a big black hooker.
Yeah,
I would rather.
But still, the Bruno thing. I want to go on record. It looks like it's going to be pretty damn funny.
Yeah, you just can't take it as okay. This is all real, and obviously a lot of put-ons.
Well, I think I wonder how much is real and how much is a put-on. Because now when you go back and look at Borat, you're like, oh, okay, okay, they were in on it, they weren't. But
Bruno, all during the filming of this thing, and. Even Borat, like you'd hear about him doing things that outraged people, and you wonder how much of it is real and how much is the publicity agents just going at it.
As Danny finds that part I was talking about with Richard Bay, speaking of what's real and what's not, woman sues comedian over Bruno skirmish. So this one was real. Oh, here's the talk show thing.
Parents, please welcome Bruno. So what's the baby's name?
I gave him like a traditional African name. OJ.
What? This is a swingers party, right, guys? How are you?
Oh, hi. So this is a different trailer.
And is Richard Bay, where's his talk show?
No.
Huh?
Where's Richard Bay's talk show?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he used to be a talk show. So I'm thinking, you can get an audience and say, hey, we're filming a talk show and then film something for a movie, and they're not in on it. But the problem with that is that was an actress.
Yeah.
It's so obvious.
Yeah, man, this is a lot of this looks very put on.
Protect yourself from a dildo. If you're looking for a locksmith, you're looking for shit. Get out of here. This is ended.
You're gonna burn in hell for that one.
Say the actor, whatever. I was watching a different trailer yesterday. There's a whole bunch of different ones online. Whatever. I made the dumb point. Woman sues comedian over Bruno skirmish. Sacha Baron Cohen's new movie isn't in theaters yet, but it's already producing the same sort of buzz and legal backlash that his last hit Borat created. Rochelle Olsen sued the 37-year-old actor at NBC, claiming an incident at a charity bingo tournament that was filmed for the upcoming Bruno left her disabled.
Disabled?
He yelled bingo and then kicked her in the teeth.
Olsen claims she was severely injured after struggling with Cohen and his film crew at the event held in California 2 years ago. The lawsuit states she now needs a wheelchair or cane to move around. They're only looking for 25 G's.
No,
that's it.
That's no.
What?
Undisclosed amount beyond 25 G's.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right, so it's going to be more than 25 G's. Yes. It was unclear whether the incident involving Olsen will appear in Bruno. The lawsuit mentions contracts that Olsen apparently signed but claimed they were entered under duress and included several misrepresentations. I want to know what the freaking thing was. All right, so Cohen was invited to this event, this bingo thing, I guess, right? Identified as a celebrity who was filming a documentary on bingo. The event was to raise money for nursing students. According to the lawsuit, Cohen and characters Bruno started using vulgarities while calling the second bingo game in front of a mostly elderly audience.
That is funny.
All right, see, that's funny. I'll give him that one.
Yeah, but old codgers enjoy a good fuck every once in a while.
Sure do.
Yep, just ask the orderlies.
A struggle ensued after Olsen tried to grab the microphone away from Cohen. She claims he then called his camera crew over, who attacked her for at least a minute, hoping to create a dramatic emotional response. Olsen's suit states she ran from the stage and was found moments later by a co-worker sobbing uncontrollably. She then fell to the floor, hitting her head on a concrete slab. Brain bleeding. Oh,
not good. Not good.
Oh. So,
Brain
there you
bleeding.
go on the Bruno thing.
But you know what? It's gotten a lot of press. And Eminem and Bruno are both getting a lot of press for their and Eminem's audience. I mean, Eminem has a black rap audience, but he has also a real suburban audience too.
Yeah,
real white audience.
They're called wiggers.
But no, I like Eminem. I'm going to buy his new one.
Well,
I'm not a wigger.
You were.
I was a teenager before it was fashionable.
I was nowhere near a wigger, and I've liked everything Eminem has done, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Everything. And you put one of those CDs on and get past the hits, it's just good to listen to.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't buy rap stuff whatsoever.
No.
Matter of fact, I think Eminem is the only one I've downloaded in the last, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm trying to think if I've ever downloaded another rap album. I don't think so. I'll listen every once in a while. Every once in a while. Yeah.
No, I like Parents Just Don't Understand. That's a good one. That's about when I stopped listening to the hip hop.
Because that's what you have to say to a girl when her parents are like, we don't want that older man here. We don't want one of our friends dating you.
Whoops.
Johnny Russ writes, guys, just watch Borat/Bruno and laugh. There's no need to over-examine.
Yeah,
I guess you're right. I mean, the Borat movie's still fantastic.
But it's not. I'm not tearing it apart. I'm only saying that's why I didn't enjoy it. Like, to me, that's just what I didn't like about it.
Well, the Richard Bay thing just bothers me because, I mean, with the actresses and stuff, it's like I think he could have probably pulled that off without setting up, actors in that particular skit.
And it's when it's presented as this is really happening kind of a thing, and then you realize it's bullshit. Then it's like, if you understand it's a movie and there's going to be fake stuff in it, like a movie and not a documentary, that's one thing. But when it's presented like, oh, he puts himself in these outrageous situations, it kind of takes you out of it when you watch it.
I'm sure that, I mean, the Bruno on his show, on the Ali G show.
Sorry, that flag behind Obama looks inappropriate when you see it at a glance.
What?
That little white piece of flag really looks like a KKK hood.
Oh wow! Yeah.
When you kind of see it out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah, it does. It's a red curtain with a red flag, and there's a little pointy white piece of the flag, and you're like, "Wait, move, get out of the way!" Oh, all right.
Out of my peripheral, I'm like, "Ooh, Jesus! Wow, he is making friends."
Are you? I don't think you're fully awake yet. I think you get to see fun stuff in the morning.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
What else are you seeing? It's like the cartoons where all of a sudden they see like a person and they're hungry and they see like I don't know,
a steak or something.
Jimmy turns into a burger.
Yeah.
Why not? A burger would have said more important things during that tax rant. Put pickles on me.
Why don't we have it yet? I know it's a half hour, but I'm very excited because Jimmy picked up on exactly what I picked up.
How could you not pick up on it? I would have contributed more if I just began snoring through it loudly. The one time, all I kept saying is the one time that audio from this show is not put in a place where it's going to get everybody fucked.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
is looked at it in a positive light. And I am just sucking a bunch of dicks verbally.
You were the whole. You were.
I wasn't, but the whole can at least say something entertaining. I was just blathering out nonsense.
Well, if people don't know the context, too, of your regular Joe guy and
that's what I'm saying.
Ted,
that's the beauty of it.
Oof.
That's why the listeners are going to laugh their asses off when they hear just the isolated parts of Jimmy and this very serious tax rant that is now on Breitbart.tv.
Epic.
Because, it's like I don't mind talking taxes and I don't mind listening. If the conversation was very interesting that Opie and Ant were having. It really was. So I didn't mind not contributing to it. But for it to be on Breitbart, I would just rather have said nothing.
Yeah.
than what I said.
Do you want the listeners to try to explain that in the comments section of Breitbart?
I really would like them to explain it.
Sure, they'll do a great job.
I'd like them to explain it nicely. That Jimmy is not nearly as stupid as he sounds in this clip. Jimmy's a smart boy who did well in school. up until 8th grade.
Hey, very bad news.
Oh, no.
A business we've talked about off and on over the years burned down last night. Fire officials, arson destroyed blank shop in Maine.
Dildo shop?
The dildo shop.
Oh,
Jimmy.
no. I buy my toothbrushes there.
The dildo shop.
Is it the dildo shop? Head shop.
The head shop, Anthony.
No, he didn't say give yourself a bell. So I don't think it was the head shop.
I'll say it when you get it.
In Maine?
Maine.
Give yourself a bell.
Fire. Coffee.
Javalog.
No.
It was like we were playing password. The password is.
What kind of coffee shop? Which pretty much gives it away. Pretty much gives it away.
Starbucks?
No. Coffee? I used to love that.
Oh, yeah.
You already said that, dummy. So I go coffee. And you say Starbucks.
Starbucks.
So instead of going, all right, he's on to the coffee thing. Then the dummy goes, coffee again.
Grounds.
Coffee.
Cup.
Oh, good. Cup is good in this case. Coffee shop, Maine, fire. Now we got cup. Cup is definitely a good clue.
Give me one more clue.
No. I'm emphasizing that cup is a good. Cup.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Cup. I love when they do that, too. Like they switch it around and give you the thing you just gave them. All right, coffee, cup. Cup? I said that!
Know who I used to hate in game shows? And thank God he's now a stroke victim.
Oh, God.
Dick Clark. I fucking hated him on that $10,000 pyramid.
Oh, Mr. Pompous, I know the answer beforehand?
Yeah, Mr. I know all the answers at the end of the show and watch me look really good just before the credits roll.
He'd tell the people, don't turn around, turn around now.
Right.
And he'd start giving people the clues.
Right.
It's like, well, you had time to think about it.
Of course.
You knew the answer.
Of course. Don't look at the phone because someone's got the answer to our little quiz here. Fire, Maine, coffee.
Penis.
Cup. Wait, what is penis?
Penis.
Oh, that's from...
The password is...
Wait, start over. We'll play this on
What show is that?
I don't give a shit.
Nipple.
Cable guy.
The password is... Nipple.
Can I pass?
Come on, Stephen, don't be a stick in the mud.
Breast. Breast.
Titt.
Okay. Remember his clue?
Hard.
Erection?
No. But thanks for noticing.
Your turn.
Center. Center.
What a dumb game.
Center.
Nipple.
You got it.
Mom. All right, well.
George Siegel.
Yeah.
I never saw that movie.
Oh,
Cable guy.
Never saw
poor
it.
Matthew
it's
Broderick
probably
in that movie.
The best, in my opinion, Jim Carrey movie that he has ever done.
Yeah.
It gets better and better the
Yeah.
more you watch it.
And it got slammed when it came
It
out.
so got slammed.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. Anthony, cup is the key.
Cup. Maine.
But
Fire.
coffee.
Cup.
But you'll find a cup in every coffee shop. So why would I be like, cup is good in this case, as far as a clue goes?
Cup. Coffee. Cup.
Focus on cup.
Cup. Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Cup. Bra cup. The tit place.
Yes. Topless coffee shop in
Give
Maine.
yourself a bell.
Topless coffee shop in Maine is no more. Jokes about
too hot to handle.
Probably. Jokes about cup size came grinding to a halt Wednesday.
Grinding.
Get it? After a fire destroyed a controversial Topless cafe in residential neighborhood in Maine, fire investigators believe it was intentionally set. No shit. The old hags in the neighborhood did not appreciate the Topless coffee shop.
No, you think it was that, or the guy was losing money and decided the old they called it Jewish lightning.
How the fuck does a Topless coffee shop not make money?
True.
Explain that one.
Maine.
Yeah, when a fire is discovered at 1 a.m. Yeah, for all you arsonists out there, do it during the day.
No one was in the building.
Right.
Nothing was there that could have caught on
exactly.
fire. And
do it while there's a lot of people around.
Yeah,
It makes it a little more confusing for everybody. Dummies. Officials aren't saying how or where the fire started. Owner Donald Crabtree.
Miss Crabtree.
How could you have the last name Crabtree if you run a Topless coffee shop? And 6 others in the building escaped unharmed. I guess this place fucking is rocking at 1 a.m.
6 people were in there.
They're drinking coffee. They're up all night.
Yeah, true.
Crabtree said he lost his home and business in the fire and that he has no insurance. Oh
boy.
So it
How
wasn't
do you
him.
do that?
So it wasn't him.
No.
The shop featured topless waitresses and waiters serving coffee and donuts. See, they had to have the fucking waiters. That's the last time we talked about this place. We've been talking about this place probably off and on for 10 years. And I remember a story came out, some kind of discrimination crap, and they had to hire guys at the Topless coffee shop.
Yeah, there's always that gag lawsuit where, Hooters.
Mm-hmm.
The guy goes, I want to be a Hooters guy.
Yeah.
And shows up with the stupid shorts and the Hooters shirt.
Do we have to make everything equal and
Stop
perfect for everyone? Just let it be. The fire happened only hours after Crabtree met with town planners to discuss making it more like a strip club with longer hours and dancing.
Yeah, well.
He had it with the coffee. He's like, all right, I'm all in now.
Someone didn't like that idea.
Speaking of tits. Dan, did you find that picture?
Oh, no.
I meant to retweet this last night and I did. And someone sent me a picture. I guess there's a tennis player, a female tennis player, obviously, who has gigantic tits to the point where they're getting in the way. And she's going to have, like, breast reduction surgery.
Is she any good, or?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, no way. That is not real.
That's the one.
That's not real.
That's the picture. I'll retweet it. Opie Radio, if you're following me on Twitter.
That can't be real.
It is, but they look like they're breast implants. I wonder if she got breast implants and then realized, holy shit,
I can play tennis.
I'm a really good tennis player. I got a problem here. She's that's an overhand serve. She's serving the ball. She's like, how do you explain this, Ann? She just hit the ball, but her arm is still way up.
Yeah.
And she's sort of sideways, and you see nothing but massive cleavage.
The camera shot is right down her cleavage because she's kind of bent to the side. And I guess the photographer was on the sideline. Mm-hmm. But if you serve the ball up, you'll lean over,
Right.
Her tits are giant.
Is that a great shot?
That for anyone, those are huge tits. For a tennis player, they're usually, pretty small up top.
I challenge you to come up with a better sports photo than the one we're talking about now.
All right, let's see other pictures of her because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's her too? Yeah. How do they play along at home, Dan?
She's making a funny face, but I can't tell if she's hot.
We're trying to do better with the visual thing, so we get you to play along at home.
Her name is Simona Halep. SIMONAHALEP.
Wow.
Yeah, she's pretty hot, right?
Yeah, let me see another photo of her.
She's 17.
Are you kidding me?
She's 17 with those. So those aren't implants.
Oh, my God.
That's what youth...
it's her cross to bear there.
That's what youth does for you.
Oh, give me a fucking break. That looks like a joke picture.
No kidding.
That looks like you used Photoshop, distort, and stretched her tits out.
But supposedly she's good. Is she ranked? Not that we care, but I guess we care in a way that it's a big-breasted woman that has a problem with a breast, and she's ranking in the tennis world.
You think Breitbart will pick up this break?
Oh, God, yes. I hope so.
Epic tit break.
Very bummed no one picked up our cum break yesterday.
Yeah, come on.
Well, let me chime in a little bit, girl. You guys talk about breasts.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You guys talk about it. I'll chime in. I want to help.
And we don't talk about women's tennis a lot, but there's another story. that one of the tennis players is really getting scolded, and they want her to stop her moaning. And most of the, but she does it to a point where they're like, "Look, it is a major distraction. You got to calm down your fucking moaning."
Well, we got to hear that.
And we've heard some good moaning over the years.
Who was the one
players.
Who was the one that was
Monica
really?
Seles was the famous one, but then there were others after her. I don't know how you could find that, Dan, but there's a quick little video, and it's pretty good. Because they interview her. The video's no more than a minute. If someone's got it, maybe you could, email Danny.
Dude, how self-conscious.
Or actually help us out on instant feedback. We'll get it. Huh?
How self-conscious is she of her tits?
The one we're looking at?
Yeah. Like, she's out there. It's just her and someone else with giant tits.
It goes with our bit that we still haven't developed.
Yes.
The girl with the giant tits.
How many?
Everyone's looking at him. She's trying to look cool in her tennis outfit, but everyone's like, "Holy shit! Look at her tits on her."
I don't care what she's doing with that racket and the stupid net and the ball. Look at those tits.
Everyone's saying she's 17 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a video of her playing tennis with those mammoth titties.
Come on. Mammoth.
How many uncomfortable hugs did she get?
Fucking commercials.
Yeah, that's the new internet.
I understand. Give me where do I pay?
Yeah.
Just give me a button where I could click on and I pay, so I don't have to look at your dumb commercials.
No more commercials.
Mm-hmm.
And they used to just be quick pop-ups. Now they're just, commercials like you see on TV.
Now you get full 30-second spots.
Yeah.
Full 30 seconds.
They'll go to 60s, I'm sure.
But see, that's the mistake. I just will never understand. That's the mistake radio and TV did. So why is the internet doing the exact same thing? It's a whole new world out there. You can make 10 or 15-second commercials and make that the norm.
Yep.
Don't do the same shit that TV and radio did. That's why we all went to the internet and other places.
Yeah.
We were sick of being, bombarded by commercials, 60 and 30s. There's no reason to have a 60 or 30-second commercial anymore. That was something that an ad man came up with years and years ago. It made sense at the time, and it doesn't make sense, hasn't made sense in a very long time.
Is this a legitimate site or no?
You could get your point across in 15 seconds.
Absolutely.
Is this
Even
a real
less.
site or no?
Yeah, these are.
Meaning it's not like it's not like a YouTube. What is the site?
No, Jimmy,
it's
internet,
everywhere.
Pretty much every internet site is going the way of the 30-second commercial before you get your video. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Is this her playing tennis?
Yeah, this should be her.
This better be a good one, Dan.
Ooh.
This better be a good one.
Solid. My game stayed solid.
Wait, hang on. It's
it can't be her.
Of your match today because we want
It's
people
this
to
moaning girl.
Wait, you'll know when we see her.
When you play, and then also you have kind of a feisty presence. I mean, you're not going to be pushed around. You're not a big person, but you're not going to be pushed.
This is the one with
that's the moaning girl.
This is the moaning girl. Here.
All right.
Take a listen.
Here we go. Listen.
It's Ric Flair playing tennis.
So then you got a warning from the chair about grunting too loud. Is that right? Here's what you said.
5 matches. Nobody's complaining. This is the only one. Did you tell Sharapova to keep quiet? No.
Feisty.
That's pretty good stuff. This isn't some juniors thing at a country club in Florida. I mean, this is the French Open.
Yeah.
But you were just in the moment, right? I mean,
French Open.
French Open humor
I was really pumped, and of course I
blowjob
wanted
joke.
to win, but I'm not always going to be able to win.
Well, we thank you, Michelle, for coming by and being with us, and good luck the rest of the way. I'm sure we'll be talking.
All right, whatever. We should.
It does make a weird sound, though.
But you take out the ball noise,
Yeah.
and you would be convinced you're listening to two lesbians going at it.
Oh, yeah.
Boo! All right, now we got to get the mammoth titty player.
Big-titted monster
Right.
playing tennis. I want to see that.
I used to love saying tit monster when I was growing up. That was my thing.
When would you say that?
What context? Use it in a sentence.
Oh, and my friends, when we thought we were really cool and we barely had hair on our balls, and we'd see a tit monster, just a broad with nice big boobies, I would go, look at that tit monster.
What would your friends do? Please tell me they'd all just walk away silently.
I told you, I kind of hung out with kind of nerdy dudes, man. I was sort of the king of the nerds.
Oh, Christ, here it is.
Here we
Can
go.
I just say that I've never seen a tennis video with 1.6 million hits?
Yes, we're on to something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good God. All right.
Look at that.
Is that her?
Yeah.
But she
wow.
doesn't look. All right, let's see what happens.
Look at her fucking legs and shit.
I'm sure she's wearing one of those sports bras that just like push everything down.
Trying. 1.6 million views on a tennis video.
Holy shit!
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy! Oh my God.
They are bouncing around like crazy.
They're doing exactly what you'd expect them to do.
Yeah,
Yes.
but they're like taped down because she's got one of those crazy sports bras on, and they're still moving like that.
You could only tape it.
Oh my God! This is like a practice round.
I hope so. That is, no one wanted to see her play tennis.
Oh my God! How long does this video go on for?
A good 5 minutes.
Nice. Sit back and enjoy.
She is so fucking hot.
She really is. She's wearing like a snug orange tank top kind of, or short sleeve shirt.
Yeah, and little black shorts.
And those are strapped down, my friends.
She's like got a nice ass too and everything.
Nice everything.
Very
She's a tennis
shapely.
player.
Very shapely. What buxom breasts on her.
Oh my God.
This lovely buxotic. Tennis isn't her only game.
Wow.
She'll serve up 2 mammalian protuberances.
I think she uses duct tape.
She has to, but they
That's
still
the only
jiggle.
thing that would keep them from. They're jiggling so much, and you know these girls with the sports bras.
The score is 30-love. Please welcome Tits McGillicuddy.
Well, when I'm playing the tennis, I could really be myself out on the court.
Oh, she is fantastic.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, why is no one in the stands? Where's she playing? Gayville? In Homoton.
Actually, it is a real match, so I guess this was before anyone knew who she was.
Wow.
Look at that. I don't even know.
She's fantabulous.
Just picture a girl with big, giant boobies.
She is. Yeah, you could tell by...
But it doesn't make sense because usually when a girl has boobs like that, there's something else going on with her body. This girl has long, lean legs, a nice ass.
Yeah.
An extremely athletic body without that dumb muscle tone, and big boobs.
Find any picture of her with less clothes on.
Yeah, why don't we Google image her? Let's see what else we can
find any picture of
It's
her.
all about, what's her name?
Simona Halep.
And Danny, very funny. A tennis video with 1.6 million views.
But a tennis practice video. It's not even like it's the U.S. Open.
Yeah, it's not even one of those games where it's like, and the final match. This is amazing. She's pretty much alone in a building with her tits. That's it.
I think someone has to say it. Anna Kournikova, beat it, stupid.
Who?
You've been replaced.
Wow.
We haven't thought about a female tennis player since Anna Kournikova.
Christ almighty.
Jimmy, look at that one.
They are getting pictures of this girl that are ludicrous. Look at the bra straps she has over her shoulders.
Just out of curiosity, because Anna Kournikova was an okay tennis player. She never did anything unbelievable in her career. Is this big-titted tennis player like better than Anna Kournikova was?
How good could she be carting those fucking beasts around on her chest?
I looked at her ranking. It wasn't really so spectacular.
How could it be?
I know.
Just to harness her tits like
She was like in like the mid 200s.
All right.
How bittersweet for her if she has to get breast reduction.
How great is it that she's 17? They're going to get even bigger. She's got another year of growth.
Oh, my God. They'll just be fucking out of hand.
Imagine she has some weird disease. They just continue growing for the rest of her life.
Fantastic.
But she's just unbelievable at tennis. They don't know what to do. They can't do the reduction surgery.
What relative encouraged her to play tennis? What creep in her life when she was 7 or 8 years old, he started to see tits develop? Like, go out there and hit the ball around with the racket.
Yeah. What's that picture where she's kind of standing
While I
there?
play
Is
with
that
my
her?
pud.
It's not her?
Is there a worse word for the penis than pud?
Pud.
You play tennis.
I'm gonna work my pud.
I'll coach you.
Is there a worse word for the penis?
Pud.
No, I think pud is pretty bad.
Pud's the worst.
I totally forgot about the word pud.
Oh, look at that one.
Oh, wow.
God, when she has to dive for a ball. Look out.
It is amazing how they catch her in mid, like, fucking stroke, in mid swing of the racket. Her tits are doing things, they're defying gravity.
It's unbelievable, really. I know it's a used thing, but holy crap.
That's
and she's the one that
She's
needs the
amazing.
reduction, obviously, because that story hit the news a couple days ago.
I hope not.
Yeah, what can we do?
She can't
start
get
a charity or something?
This should be
a petition or something?
There has to be an injunction. We have to go to court and get an injunction against her getting reduction. It's amazing.
Oh my God.
Gives a shit about tennis.
Danny, I got to talk to you during the break. I got an idea.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Is that her? She wouldn't be in lingerie, would she?
No. Oh my
All right.
God.
Jesus.
These are just what is this? BigTits.com?
Titmonster.com.
Titmonster.
Is that website taken? I probably shouldn't have said that on the air.
Oh, I'm sure.
I want titmonster.com.
Titmonster.
There's no way. Titmonster.com.
It's taken.
Fuck.
It's taken. No one's using it though.
It's my site.
How do you have Titmonster.com and you don't have anything on it?
Fuck.
Would you think you were cool when you said tit monster when you were growing up?
Oh, absolutely. I can't even front.
Did you think you were cool?
It was like a cool guy thing to say.
Did I tell you what we used to do when we were like in crowded like places?
No.
And it became a thing in my high school. I'm embarrassed to say.
My head is itching already.
I had to have told this on the air. We did something called the ET.
Oh, elbow tit.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys do the ET?
No, that's a very.
No, it was in the Wanderers. In the
Was
movie
it?
The Wanderers.
For real?
Yeah.
Elbow tit.
And they went elbow titting.
Did I get that from? Did we? I guess me and my friends got it
from
from
the
there.
50s.
Were you in
Like
a
it was
gang, Opie?
No.
You were in a little gang?
Oh, good God, no.
Were you in the Cavaliers?
We thought we were so cool though when it happened though. Like, oh, I got an ET. The worst part of your body to touch a breast.
Yeah.
Your elbow.
Yeah.
Is there a worse part on the body to touch a breast?
You might want to spin kick her with your heel.
Yeah. With your calloused heel, that might feel a little better than the elbow. And then these girls with big boobs would get just poked by us idiots.
Poked in the side of their tit with your elbow.
Yeah.
Nice pointy
But we had to make it
bone.
look like we were just squeezing through. Ugh.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Oh, would you say like tit monster 12 o'clock?
Oh yeah.
And then you and the boys would line up for some ETs.
We would do FTs, face titting. We just pound your face into her breast.
Or DT, you do some dick titting.
Dick
That's where you throw her down and straddle her and put your dick between her tits and go, excuse me.
Pardon me.
I fell.
Look, man, I was I developed very slowly. My pud was like, not happening until like I was a senior in high school.
Very few three-letter words.
I love the word pud.
Pud.
You know what? I'm going to debut my new sound clip.
Oh.
Oh, it feels good to laugh.
Be prepared to hear that about 100 times. Don't come up with a funny, because that's what you're going to get today.
Pee-wee's fantastic.
Huh?
Pee-wee's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. All right, did we do enough this break? We talked about Breitbart.
Breitbart. Big
Talked
tits.
about big tits, the tit monster, the pud, the tennis player.
Tits.
And more tit
Yeah.
tits.
God damn.
Tit monster 9 o'clock.
Like that, right, Jimmy?
Oh, God.
I was
Brr.
I was trying to be cool, but it just wasn't happening. I think I'm trying to be cool to this day, and it's just not happening. But at least
be sweet.
But at least I finally understand and acknowledge it.
Yo, check it out. Grace getting an ET.
Oh, shit. He got it.
How fast would we get in trouble if we started to go elbow titting here at Sirius?
Most of them,
To Iraq.
Yells in Iraq. He's got bruises all over his chest from us idiots.
He sues for elbow titting injuries.
All right. So what's her name again, Dan?
Simona
Halep,
and that's Halep.
Yeah, enjoy, guys. And girls. There's a few girls out there that will enjoy.
Those are great. Jesus. Iraq with...
Is Fat E-Rock still happening?
Yeah, man.
FatErock.com
Hell
is still
yeah.
happening?
Hells yeah. Oh,
How many pictures are they up to? Oh, holy shit! Are you kidding?
Well, I mean, obviously it hasn't been promoted in a while, but
wow,
4,075 pictures on
4,075.com.
Can we get an even 5,000 on fattyrock.com?
I think we can.
Now
I'm sure a lot of them are not the great. Do they?
They don't even make sense anymore.
Do
really.
they feature the best pictures on the front there?
I was just gonna say they don't even make sense now. He was with Pete Rose. Like, what is he doing?
Maybe he wanted to hit.
Here, we can go to the.
But maybe Pete Rose wanted to hit his tits.
Maybe that's
maybe
true.
They look like baseballs. Or something.
This is the proprietor's favorites.
Oh, really?
Ah.
Hey, Coke Logic, all the way from Chicago, writes, "Tit monster dead ahead, brother man."
Oh,
Jimmy's not listening.
That's gonna be a screen name real quick.
Pud.
Pud
Tit Monster.
and Tit Monster.
Tit Monster.
Yeah.
Tit Monster.
That's right, yo.
I did catch that, actually. Tit Monster, 12 o'clock, brother man. Yeah. Would you say that back then?
Brother man?
Yeah.
No, that was, I'm trying to think. That was Rochester.
Okay.
So I was just out of college.
That's a good one. There are 4 very attractive girls with no tops on at the beach, putting their hands gently over their breasts so you can't see their nips, and then Fat E-Rock's in the corner holding his tits. Yeah, go to faterocks.com.
This is so simple and so classic at the same time. It's the wooden swing that's just the top beam is broken, and it's just Eric in the foreground.
That's what his old water lungs doing.
He's all right.
Is he?
Yeah, he came in and coughed a bunch. Pat in Jersey.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Hi, Pat.
Opie, just want to say you're not the only one. A couple years back, we were in a crowded bar with a bunch of hot girls. Mm-hmm. You just hit him with the elbow, right in the titty.
Yeah, I don't. What were we trying to get out of that? I mean, you're not getting excitement by touching a breast with your elbow.
We did something similar. We'd actually. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
When I was in high school, elbow titting was known. We would do knee clitting. We were trying to rub.
Well, that's a good move. I just never heard of anyone else doing it. That's good.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing to admit now, but we thought we were cool. That's for sure.
All right, boys, punch it out.
All right, man. Thanks.
Oh. Is that a good one?
I don't know. I just, we'll see in a second if it is or not.
Good.
The listeners always trying to turn us on to some cool shit. Sometimes they're epic, and sometimes they suck.
Something new and exciting.
Yep.
See how this pans out.
Not looking good, right?
A lot of times
it's a short video.
Contributions stink.
Very short.
Very short?
Like 10 seconds. Is there like a 10, 12, something?
Yeah, all right, here we go.
Okay, there it is.
Sorry. This would have been a break, so just... Oh, this guy... With a pole... whatever.
What happened?
What the
pole...
Ow! Oh, no.
Yeah, that's really bad. See, the fast, regular motion from that one camera angle wasn't that good, but he's a pole vaulter. He vaults over the pole. The pole goes underneath...
It catches him right in the middle of the crotch.
Yeah.
On the way down.
God damn, that had to hurt.
It's called Banana Split on YouTube. It's a very short video. Look for the short version. It's like 12, 15 seconds, something like that. There you go.
Can I say what I was doing last night, which it was really a great movie.
Could we do it after the break? Because it might lead to a nice discussion, Jimmy.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Is that cool?
Yes.
What a tease.
Yeah, let's do that. A little tease today. And also, I think the next break features Jimmy a lot, because hopefully we'll have your contribution to our big epic. They're calling it epic.
Epic.
On Breitbart.tv. On the front page and everything, Jimmy. And you were terrific in this, and we're isolating your part.
Okay, good. I want to be the star.
You were thinking the exact same thing I was.
Dude, how could you not think it? If you had ears, you had to think that. Who is this fucking idiot?
Of all the days to just be silly, Jimmy, you picked the wrong one.
But I wasn't even for part of it. I really wasn't. I was like just going like, what is that? Like, just like listening and I have no excuse.
No excuse.
I was auditory diarrhea.
You know how we like to come up with morning show radio names?
Yeah.
Cunning in Atlanta. Pud and Tit Monster in the morning.
probably is a Pud and Tit monster in the morning.
Pud and TM. TM and Pud in the morning. Because, you can't say tit monster, but everyone's in on the inside joke.
Yeah. There's got to be a Pud in radio. There has to be.
Aren't most of them?
Pud.
Sure.
Yeah. Well,
most of them are Puds.
Pud.
Quick break. No. But we will be back. Opie and Anthony. Any less Claypool fans in the room?
Oh,
I knew Danny was going to raise his hand.
And he's a huge fan.
Why are the vocals all the same, though, Danny?
My name is Mud. To be honest, I mean, they are kind of the same, but you don't hear anybody else really doing anything like that, so I don't really mind so much.
I love Winona has a big brown beaver.
It is.
We used to play the shit out of that one.
Hit.
I get out of Primus and then rediscover them like every year and a half, and I love the fact that I'm able to do that. Because I listen to these songs, I love them to death, I forget about them, and I get to remember loving them all over again, so it's really cool.
What was their big hit, though? I don't think it was Winona.
Nah, they had My Name is Mud.
My Name is
This
Mud.
one was pretty big, too. Jerry was a race car driver.
Oh, yeah, Jerry, sure.
And Shake Hands with Beef was sort of... It sort of went somewhere.
Say, do you want to lay down with me? Say,
do you want to lay
down by my side?
Tommy the Cat.
You want to lay down? Say,
Tommy the Cat was was on the South Park soundtrack.
Yeah.
Longer and okay.
Yeah, that's some cool shit.
Yeah.
They did a lot of cool stuff.
Sounds like Claypool. Sounds like the strings are hanging off his bass.
I love that. I love that sound, though.
No one else sounds like him. No one else plays like him. He's just...
Isn't that like kind of old school bass where they really vibrate like that?
He's smacking them real hard, too.
Yeah.
Hey, we're waiting for the audio of Jim Norton's contribution to the big epic tax rant that our show did, that Breitbart picked up on.
Epic. It's taken quite a while to
I know.
garner all the gems.
Well, because E-Rock's got the phenomena. So he's a little slow right now. And for all my Tit Monster fans, I did just tweet the Tit Monster playing tennis video.
Oh, well, there you go. You're going to have some friends.
That's what TM means in my little tweet I just did, because I got scared to type Tit Monster. I forgot all about that until today. Look, man, what do you want from me? What do you call big-titted women when you were, immature?
Victims.
Nana.
Here comes Z-Rock now.
I was watching a movie last night.
Jimmy, yes, I'm sorry.
That's right.
Wait. What happened?
On clips, it was a movie I loved when I was a boy, but it didn't hold up. I was surprised that the dialogue didn't hold up. But I was watching Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. You never saw that movie in 1978? No. With Anthony Zerbe, where Kiss is playing at a theme park.
Oh, no.
And they are, this mad scientist makes, I think, Kiss robots.
Okay, look.
I sort of remember this.
Ooh.
And
I'm just chilling out.
And Gene is the demon, and they talk to each other like... There are scenes where if one of our guys could grab a couple of the dialogue off YouTube, where the Kiss is all sitting in these giant chairs, and they address each other by their characters.
No, they don't.
Listen, Catman. Catman.
Look, I can't.
It's not good.
It's not good.
And Paul, Ace, and Gene, Peter's dialogue is dubbed over.
No way.
It's not Peter talking.
Why?
I don't know. I heard he didn't like it, or he wasn't into acting.
No one liked it.
But you got to see certain. That's just them singing is.
Of course it is.
But you got to watch.
The whole movie was an excuse so they could show concert footage.
Yeah.
Because there was no other place to show concert footage back then.
I remember this.
Remember that? How many movies had that type of thing going on?
Throw it in somewhere.
Go ahead,
I believe this. That's okay. I think this was a TV movie. And
TV movie?
Yeah, I think it was. Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park.
Oh, no. They're just mysteriously walking through.
Is there volume?
You want the volume?
You have to.
The framework.
Oh, dude, you have to.
Of a roller coaster.
It's the bottom of a roller coaster?
Listen to this funky music.
You should find out where Kiss is delivering dialogue. It's really worth it.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know.
What's the story?
They're looking around.
Why is this flaming homo doing anything, trying to be tough? Oh, what is this, like a gang?
I don't know.
What are the bad guys?
Kiss is standing under a roller coaster.
Ape is more like it.
They're surrounded.
Yeah, we have to get clips. Have him get clips.
Let's get some
of when they're
good
all
clips.
sitting. And there's also one scene where Gene breaks through a concession stand, and like, 'cause he's the demon.
Oh, I thought they were selling Kiss stuff without a license.
Oh, look, the fight scene where they're fighting the bad guys.
It's slow motion, and it's obviously, oh, godly. These special effects aren't very special.
They sort of got
What
Planet.
is he? Oh no!
They sort of got Planet of the Apes guy.
It's really.
Watch out!
And his robot head fell off.
Oh, it's fucking. But there's a scene where Gene breaks through the concession stand because he's a monster. And some asshole on YouTube points out, he goes, haha, does he fall at 5 minutes and 36 seconds?
Oh, he does.
And you can see that Gene they probably had one on the set that Gene breaks through. And you can see, like, he crashes through it, and then he kind of just, like, falls through at the very end. It's fucking, I watched it 30 times last night. I couldn't stop watching it.
Yeah, we'll get
Phantom of the Park.
Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park.
We'll get some clips. What happened to you?
I have got to see
Me and you
this.
didn't know each other, obviously, and there's an age difference, but I was as big a Kiss fan as Jimmy was growing up.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Bought everything. I vaguely remember this movie now. And then, like Jimmy, I discovered Black Sabbath. And then I was done with Kiss. And then I went the Zeppelin route after that, and that's where we kind of split off musically.
Right.
But, I mean, I was hardcore Kiss, but now I'm like, I can't be bothered by those guys.
I still enjoy them. I mean, I still like their. But I recognize they don't hold up in certain ways. But some of the stuff was very good. But they don't. Lyrically, they're not as good as a lot of the bands were. But I didn't care. I still like them.
I am now obsessed with seeing this movie.
It is.
Well, you gotta show it in your big theater.
Oh yeah,
dude. I want. Oh wait, it's coming up. You'll see the two cops. Fast forward a little bit where Gene is like fighting them all. The park security guys, and when he breaks through, yeah.
Oh, look, he's picking one up by the throat.
Oh, they're punching
Bad
him in the
70s
gut,
music.
and Gene is not affected.
No, he's impervious.
Yeah, the two dumb cops looking on with the.
A lot of slow motion,
awful.
throwing and fight scenes to really bad. Oh, here he goes.
Look at the demon walking.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons walking
towards the concession stand.
Yeah. Oh, he growls.
Oh God, I want to see him fall.
Oh my God.
He falls right over. You can see him like he's stepping, trip walks to the watch. He trips through it.
What's even funnier than the trip is the fact that the thing is made out of
Paper.
styrofoam, and it's so obvious. He's supposed to have superhuman strength.
But the scene right after this, wait until you see when they're all sitting. Hold on, when they're all sitting in their chairs around the pool,
addressing each other by their.
Yeah, that's where you got to get E-Rock to grab the, or somebody to grab the. It might be in the next.
Keo from 48 Hours.
Yes, he's the cop. Or one of the. It might be the next clip, Danny, where they're all sitting around the pool.
If he wasn't dead, he would be so embarrassed.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Listen, Jimmy, every phone is lit.
Oh, really?
Every phone is lit. I thought you were going obscure on us, but these people know what you're talking about.
Of course they do.
Dan in the Poconos. Dan.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Jimmy, I love you. That movie, I seen it back in the early 80s, late 70s, and you're right. They used to fly around with their boots.
I'm sorry, but we had. Say it again. We had audio playing. Sorry.
Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they used to fly around with their big-ass boots. They used to use those as, like, jet propulsions. It was so freaking douche chilly, man. Back then, you were right. It was a TV movie. It was like, it was just so freaking goofy, man.
1978. And I remember when I was a kid, I loved it. I thought it was great. It was...
You actually were like,
I was 10 years old.
Oh, this is cool.
Oh, dude, it ruled.
No, it didn't.
It did. I was 10 years old, and it ruled. It was Kiss.
I guess anything to get you away from sucking a dick.
Well, who said it? It was only a temporary hiatus. The dicks didn't go away. There's always commercial breaks. But if you might want to play it from here, just see if you can get a little bit of the dialogue. Because look at them all sitting with their robes around the pool.
In big, like, lifeguard chairs.
Yeah.
Oh. They're really tall
Can you see it, Ed?
chairs. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, why are they on those huge chairs?
Because they're mysterious. They're the Kiss.
What are they doing? That's horrible.
Hold on, let me get Joe out of the way, and then we'll go back to the...
How do you do, Joe?
Hey, Joe.
Hey, fellas. Good morning.
Morning.
So 2 things about that movie. One, they had to redub all of Ace's lines because I guess he was so stoned that, when they went back through the editing, they couldn't understand anything that he said.
No, dude, it was Peter.
Oh, sorry.
It was Peter. You're right, though.
The other thing is that I think Ace's stuntman in the movie was black. Really? So the black guy with Kiss makeup on, yeah.
They couldn't find a white guy.
How great is that?
The makeup doesn't look as good on a black guy.
Yeah, how do you do
classic. That? All right, let's say hi to DJ in Pennsylvania. DJ.
Hey, good morning, boys. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Hey, just saying, I remember watching this when I was a kid. They used to use their weapons as or their guitars and stuff as weapons, and it had laser beams and shit shooting out of it.
Oh,
really screwed. Punch out, boys.
There's a couple of moments here because Gene is 3 of them now. There's Peter, Ace, and Paul sitting on their big chairs, and Gene has not arrived yet, but he is coming.
Oh, is he?
Yes, he is.
Well, how does he get up on that big chair?
I don't think they show him climbing up. I just think they show him. He growls.
And why would you have to sit on such a big chair?
I don't know. It's mysterious.
No, it's stupid.
It's a lifeguard
Looking
chair.
back, it kind of looks stupid. More on the stunt double thing. Bill in Jersey. Bill.
Yo, what's up, boys? Happy birthday,
Bill.
Did you say what? What did you just say?
I said happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you. Thank you, oh dear friends, for coming to my birthday!
You guys suck. Jimmy, dude, you got to see the Ace Frehley stunt double, dude. Right at that point where Gene Simmons falls down. It's hysterical. It's an obvious black dude, man.
Yeah, everyone's saying it's a black dude.
Wow.
All right, there you go.
Punch it out.
Thank you, sir. All right, let's go to the video. Yeah, the big lifeguard chairs.
Here it is.
Near the pool.
Oof.
I me, bucko, with this scurvy crew steaming close behind, and I do mean steaming.
There they are.
The cops were approaching.
Yeah.
After Gene's beating.
Sneed. I'm sorry to bother you boys. But we had some trouble at the park last night, and, well, everything seems to point to you. Points to me.
You and this whole place, you haven't been upfront with me. Nobody
Fast forward a little bit.
So what did you expect to find?
This cuts to a, by the way, this cuts to a
horrible
laboratory. Oh, wait, there you go.
Oh, here they go. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm douching out.
No, it's okay.
Clean. A pussycat. Almost.
This isn't funny. Here he comes.
No kidding.
That's him.
Gene has
Here
arrived.
comes Gene. Very ominous.
Oh.
And were you watching this as a kid going, wow,
Oh, yeah.
Gene's showing up.
Gene's here.
Now there's going to be trouble.
The demon is here.
He's the one, all right. Almost tore my arm off.
Highly improbable.
Not our demon.
Hi, Curly.
Cut the clowning. If you'd rather deal with the police.
This is so bad.
Now, wait a minute. No need for that, Sneed.
Sneed's a
Someone
douche.
vandalized our park last night, smashed some of our buildings, and injured a few of our guards. Well, Gene, they think it was you.
Think? It was him.
Or his twin.
Gene's brother was an only child.
Easy, Catman. They are serious.
And they've got guns.
This is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
This guy is dangerous. I want him locked up. All right, look, don't get excited.
It's so bad.
Let's talk about this privately. Excuse us. I'm going for the police.
Now they walk off to conference, and Kiss now is still on their chairs.
Yeah.
Their thrones.
And they're going to talk now?
I don't know. I think they do. Let's hope so.
Oh, yes.
They're all leaving Kiss. Yep.
Yes, Kiss now is alone.
They're across the yard talking.
They don't get many lines, do they? There's no dialogue.
There's no dialogue.
It's just mysterious shots.
Paul
of-
wants to zoom in and hear what they're saying.
Boys, but this group brings in $200,000 a show.
Oh.
Let them finish at the park.
Paul's eye shoots out a laser, which
How does he
enables...
hear through his
I'm
eye?
convinced you did it. But the investigation's a stroke. He just wants the guy off his back.
2 of my men have been hurt. You hear my side, Steve?
He's gay, right?
I don't think so.
He's gay, right?
No.
Tonight, this guy Gene's in jail, and they got a show tonight and a matinee tomorrow. And they're mine.
Ah, he's turning him in after the
He's sweating
show.
the possibility that we might pull out. He's just plain sweating.
Clay Aiken sounds more manly than Paul Stanley in this movie.
What's wrong with Paul Stanley in this movie? I think he's very good. Their acting is not bad.
Okay, guys.
Not bad.
This is good actors.
I know rock and rollers tend to get rowdy,
Oh, yeah.
but all we want is a nice show tonight, boys. You get some rest.
I don't get this
Gene
movie.
just handed him a towel.
You're welcome.
To wipe off the sweat on his
Why
face.
does Gene have an echo on his voice?
I guess 'cause
And why does he growl?
He's a demon.
Gene didn't
But
do
he's
anything.
not a demon. He's a guy with makeup on his face.
Weird type of person. Wonder who could have done it.
Good question, Catman. What do you compute, Space Ace?
Insufficient data at the moment, Star Child. We'd better look into it.
And Gene just growls. What the fuck?
Gene just growls through the whole movie. Does he talk?
I think he talks a little bit.
Hi, Melissa.
I know my name.
He's just showing off. A little star power doesn't hurt either.
Did you find him yet?
No, and that's why I'm here. You're the only ones who've been any help.
It must be feeding time for the demon.
They are just, they are just
so
the way they are
uncomfortable.
working through that dialogue is brilliant. You couldn't ask someone to act badly and have it come off so bad. It's horrid.
There was better acting in Bride of the Monster.
Yes. I don't know. I think that, like, what happens is when you have the Star Child and the Demon and Space Ace.
Space Ace and Catman.
Yeah, easy, Catman.
Easy.
Travis was saying on the trivia on the IMDb, it says that they didn't memorize their lines, and every line that they acted was given to them right there.
Right at the second they had to say it.
And so as they're acting this whole movie out, they don't even know how it ends because they never read the
That's
script.
how famous they were back then. They didn't have time.
Gene is
I'll
probably
make a movie for you guys, but you give me the line just before you shoot it.
Gene is probably the only one that like took it seriously because he actually went on to act after that to do.
Did he?
Well, he actually. I'm saying he liked acting.
But he did the least amount of talking when he probably could have pulled some of that off.
Yeah,
But he
now
was the
growl.
demon.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And he
was
broke through the concession stand.
fell down, tripped over styrofoam.
Good news. We could go back to this, but get E-Rock here because he just went through Jimmy.
Oh, stealing the show on the tax rant.
The tax rant. We're going to get to that. Just to clear the phones, Kevin the Trucker, I own this movie on VHS. Dustin from PA, expected to be the greatest movie ever made. Bill in PA, movie made me join the Kiss fan club.
Yep.
Charlie Rockland, Family Guy did an episode, Kiss Saves Christmas. I don't think I saw that one. I heard about it, though. I'm going to have to look that one up today. Did they put an extra coat of primer under Stuntman's makeup?
Well, he's a black guy.
One of the guys sounds like Kenny.
Yeah.
That's probably Paul.
And Big Medallions, Kiss War held all their powers. That's Mike and Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, the talismans.
Oh, the talismans.
That's what they showed at the end in the last part of that scene.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them in this magical box. One's a star, one's something demonic, and one's a cat thing, and one's like a lightning bolt for Ace.
Well,
Space Ace.
Space Ace, by the way.
Not insufficient data. That's really Ace's voice.
Yeah, his stupid high-pitched voice.
Insufficient data, Starman.
Starman. E-Rock. If you're just tuning in the show today, Breitbart has given us, we think, a little love. We don't know.
Yeah,
because in the past, Breitbart was not kind to this radio show.
Yeah.
But we're on the front page of Breitbart today, BREITBART.TV. And basically, they're calling one of our breaks an epic tax rant?
Epic.
An epic tax rant. They got the whole segment up on their front page today. That's pretty big for the radio show. And Jimmy noticed that...
no, correction, everyone noticed. Anyone with fucking ears and an eardrum noticed.
Jimmy's participation was...
horrendous. It was non-existent.
All right. Jimmy's
it was
saying that.
distracting and shitty.
But for a regular day of radio, it's great. But the day we're going to be featured on Breitbart, you probably want to leave that material at home.
I've sounded smarter at other times.
Yes.
And I kind of noticed this exact same thing last night when I was going to Breitbart. I texted you.
Oh, did you really?
I texted Ann about
so
it.
surprised to hear me. I'm like, what? Really?
E-Rock. So what do you think so far? You went over the tape.
Yeah. There was one or two times Jimmy actually chimed in to participate in the conversation, but a lot of the times it was Jimmy just going, huh? What? No. Really?
So we isolated Jimmy.
Yeah.
This rant is getting a lot of exposure today. The big epic tax rant on Breitbart.tv. And this is Jimmy's part isolated.
But I actually looked through it. The amount of taxes I pay...
I went.
Oh, that was
the rant went on for another 3 minutes for this portion of Anthony's discussion, and that's all Jim contributed.
Jim went, ugh.
And then Jimmy had this to say or do or whatever. Isn't it over 50 for the most part now for everybody?
For some people.
For most of us.
But it's worse in England, too. It's bad. It's like it's worse over there.
Yeah, good for them.
How's that?
Part of the epic tax rant.
They're calling it an epic tax rant.
But in England, it's worse over there.
Yeah.
Gives a shit.
And then there was this from Jim Norton. We can't keep
What a
tabs on
mess.
our politicians anymore. Let's say how to...
Yes, Jim?
Well, I'll tell you what it is. Just a bunch of muckety-mucks really giving it to us down there in Washington.
Hitting us right in the pocketbook.
Sure is.
Oh, don't even get us started with...
That's what Regular Joe says.
Regular Joe
Regular
sucks.
Joe says that. I haven't heard from Regular Joe in a while.
Thank God.
Seems they got us by the purse strings.
They sure do. Day late and a dollar short. That's what I always say.
Oh, Regular Joe. Regular Joe.
But if you're a fan of the show, funny, obviously.
You know what that is.
But this is being exposed to a lot of people that have never heard our show before.
Yeah, now a bunch of people tune and go, why is that guy saying
Who is that asshole?
Yeah, why is he using old cliches?
Yeah, what is that guy saying? He's a fool. Who is that boob?
A monthly per-line surcharge paid by the customer to recover local companies' contribution to the Federal Universal Service Fund.
What?
I don't know.
Good add-on.
What? Don't.
What?
He had to talk more than this.
No.
Nope.
It's a fee assessed to the privilege of using the municipal public right-of-way.
What does that mean?
Typical...
Good contribution, Jim, because that's what the radio audience is wondering, so be their voice.
You should be in Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park with your dialogue.
I really should be. Kiss meets the douchebag of the park, and it's me. I'm at the park.
Telecommunication relay service hearing impaired telecommunication device for the deaf tax.
I don't talk to any deaf people.
Exactly.
I don't even look at them. That I'm proud of. That I am proud of.
Yeah, you should be.
There's nothing wrong with this.
There's everything wrong with it. That's the only thing that was worth playing. There's that line. I don't talk to deaf people. I don't even look at them. Fair enough.
She went and got a Nickelback ticket. Why you would see Nickelback, that's your own issue. But whatever. She went and got a ticket to see
Shitty
Nickelback.
band tax.
Yeah, too bad you don't even get a Nickelback.
Oh, Regular Joe. I think that was bombing Jim more than Regular Joe.
No, that was I don't know what that was. It was Regular Joe.
That was everything out of his...
I don't know what it was.
Oh, it feels good to laugh.
Easy, tit monster.
Yeah, but you watched Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park.
And liked it.
Loved.
Loved
Dude,
it.
I loved it. So did the phones were lit, though. We started playing the boys' movie.
You know what? I think I got to look at it now.
Were you,
I have it on DVD.
Got to see
I got to
this.
look at that.
I want to see it on Anthony's big screen. I
Were
really
you
do.
all excited when it came on? Were you like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever?
If you understood what this band was to me, it's like I would get TV Guide every week, and I would look through Don Kirshner's rock concert and a few of the places where they would list the guests. And when I would say Kiss, I would just go, Kiss! I would have like little ticks. I would be so excited.
No way.
Oh, yeah, Kiss! I would like verbally tick. I had mild Tourette's. And I would wait all week.
And it was brought on by Kiss.
No, it was I had it, but I was just like, when I got excited.
Yeah. And you would wait all week for Don Kirshner's rock concert. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I give you a kiss.
That's right.
And then they play some
I was
fucking
right
song
there
from
with
a film.
Jimmy, man, even though we didn't know each other. Anything Kiss. Got their solo albums when they came out.
Yeah. Aces was the best of the solo albums.
What was on that? I don't even know what was on it
New York
anymore.
Groove
New York
was
Groove
on that.
Space Ace?
Yeah, Ace became my favorite after a while, though, because he just didn't take any of it seriously. I would say that fucking...
he put on his makeup, like, badly. It would chip off and stuff. He didn't care.
He could
Rip It Out's a good song,
if
too.
If someone wasn't touching up his makeup, he just left it.
He could
didn't
act,
care.
though, too, which...
oh, boy.
Yeah. Insufficient data, Star Child.
You know, Kiss is making a new movie,
New York
Jimmy.
accent.
New movie by Kiss coming out soon. Barry G in Ohio. Thank you. Kiss meets the Phantom of Devil's Creek.
Oh, wow. Let's see that one.
What is this?
Yeah, what song is this?
New York Groove.
It's not New York Groove.
This isn't New York Groove. Is it?
No, it's not. Unless it's... Let me wait. No, I mean, it's not unless it's an acoustic. It's not New York Groove.
I know 3 Kiss songs.
Nah, you know
whatever
more
their
than that.
hits are.
You know more than
This
that.
is not New York Groove. Find New York Groove, I'm going to butt your face.
It says artist Ace Frehley, New York Groove. I've never heard the song before. So.
Well, how about you find another version of it? This is not it.
Maybe this is a weird version.
That's
Maybe
right.
it
That's
is.
the only reason I'm not in there attacking him physically.
Remember when Eric Clapton reworked Layla? Huh?
This is New York Groove.
All right. Oh, yeah, this is obviously New York Groove. This is how we know it.
But Ace is so fucking
Very
cool
disco-y.
because he kind of sings, which is what the beauty of Ace.
Yeah.
He's not a great singer. He didn't give a fuck. He sings. That's what he does. You never heard this?
Yeah, I've heard this. This is...
You don't like this?
Not good.
I do like this one.
Oh.
You're not a fan, Ant?
No, I'm not a big fan.
How about Rip It Out? That's a good song of Ace's solo album.
I'm not a big fan.
I like this.
I do too.
I like the hook.
Yeah, they would actually do that live. It was the only song off all 4 solo albums that...
That was... what about Beth?
No, but that was in Souls Off Destroyer, 76.
Wait, all those solo albums, no more hits except New York Groove?
No, that was it.
Huh. That's a little knowledge today. I like that.
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is live.
Ah, yeah.
Well, you won't get it off this. You need a studio version.
Yeah.
But yeah, the solo albums were...
Okay, we're gonna... in case you're confused...
This is douche chilling me out.
No.
In case you're confused about what radio show you're listening to, this explains it right here.
Oh.
Testing 1, 2.
The first one. This is Joe Frazier, and you're listening to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, I have that word.
What?
Hello, I'm Smoking Joe Frazier. You're listening to Anthony... What?
Opie and Anthony.
Open Anthony show. That's right?
Almost. Opie and Anthony.
Opie. Okay, that's right. Hello, I'm Smoking Joe Frazier. You listen to the Opie and Anthony Gold Show. Check them out.
We got to do a whole thing on celebrity IDs.
Yeah.
Because this is right up there with Iron Sheik, obviously. And
Iron Sheik.
Let's not forget Superfly, Jimmy Snuka.
Jimmy Snuka, okay.
Okay.
Opie and Anthony.
Could E-Rock maybe put together a little something, the best celebrity IDs?
Yeah.
Best meaning, quotations best. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I got
Opie
to tell
Anthony.
you, I was talking to one of my NYPD pals about the Joe Frazier interview.
Yeah.
And they weren't happy that we beat up the guy by playing these IDs after the interview.
What?
I go, come on, man. I think Frazier turned me around. I think I'm more into Frazier than Ali now.
Yeah.
But if you get this on tape, you got to play it, right?
Of course you do.
It's gold.
It's like, I don't know if you should have beat him up. He's like a legend and all that. I'm like, come on.
Nobody beat him up.
We didn't beat him up while he was in here.
We didn't really beat him up after. We just played the audio. It's like we treated Joe very nicely.
I thought we had a great interview with Smoking Joe.
Yeah. He started
This is
singing.
Joe Frazier, and you're listening to the worst of Opie and Anthony.
Okay. Hello there, I'm Smoking Joe Frazier, and you're listening to the worst Opie and Anthony show.
The worst Opie and Anthony show. That's,
Great, thanks. Thanks for that.
Thanks a bunch.
My favorite, though, is when he was talking about his pal, little Jimmy Norton.
Oh, yeah.
Play it, Starman.
Yeah, listen.
This is my pal, little Jimmy Norton. This is Joe Frazier, and you're listening to my pal, little Jimmy Norton.
Hello there, this is Smoking Joe Frazier, and you listen to the show, my pal.
Jimmy Norton.
Oh, Jimmy Nuggets.
Jimmy Nuggets.
Hello, this is Smoking Joe Frazier, and you're listening to Jimmy Anthony Show live. Hello there, Smoking Joe Frazier, and you're listening to the Jimmy Norton Show.
Oh, my God. He didn't sound like that when we were interviewing him.
Well, a couple of times. It's kind of hard to... I think it's kind of hard to be given a line and then repeat it.
One more time. My pal, little Jimmy Norton.
Okay. Hello there, this is Smoking Joe Frazier, and you listen to Little Jimmy Norton Show.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you, man.
You nailed it. Thanks, Joe.
All right, no problem.
And a lot of people said that he sounded like Tippy Tom.
Yeah, a little
That came
bit.
in a lot. Frazier sounded like our old pal Tippy Tom.
We love Joe Frazier. I
Like
thought he was
Steve,
fun.
Steve there. All right, you nailed it.
Yeah, Steve can't be
Did you?
bothered. Why would you keep him in there for another 20 minutes when he babbles
dude,
like that?
I'd have him doing fucking promos for every show.
Right, until his freaking voice box shut down.
I'd be making up shows.
I would go out for lunch for the guy. Just stay in here.
Insufficient data, Ant-Man.
Oh. That's so douchey.
It's not.
Yes, it is. Oh, Travis has some other doozies? All right, Travis has some more Opie and Anthony IDs. Doozies. Not the good ones. The good ones are boring. I don't even
who cares?
Give a shit if some celebrity says our names in an ID, to be honest with you. What does it really mean in the end?
Because they don't really care.
The ones that are great are the ones that you fuck up, like this one. I don't even know which one Travis is going to play. Go ahead, Travis.
Hi, this is Louis Guzman, and you're listening to my pal, Little Joey Norton.
No, Louis.
Jimmy. Right on.
Who was that?
Louis Guzman. He was in Boogie Nights.
Oh, Louis, yeah.
Oh, right.
He was a nice guy. He was a
Great
little bit
character actor.
Yeah, kind of a slow interview, but he was a nice dude.
Yeah. You got another one?
Hey, yo, what's up? Yo, it's the kid 50 Cent, and you're now listening to my pal, Lil Johnny Newton. Neutron.
No.
Norton? Lil Jimmy Neutron.
No.
Johnny. Jimmy Neutron's the thing, right? Norton. What up? It's the kid 50 Cent. You're now tuned into the sounds of me and my man, Jimmy Norton. G-Unit.
What the hell was that?
He was saying G-Unit, but...
I know, but...
Called me Jimmy Neutron.
Little Jimmy... What do you say first?
Johnny Neutron or...
Little Johnny Newman.
Johnny Newton.
Little
Johnny Newton.
Listen to Huey P. Newton.
We got another one, Travis?
Huey P. Newton.
I don't know if we have another one.
Okay, Opie and Anthony.
Yeah, of course.
Opie and Anthony. This is the Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and you, okay, let me... You're listening to Opie and...
This is a famous one.
This is Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and you're listening to Opie and Anthony. It's the Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and you're listening to Opie and Anthony. Superfly Jimmy Snuka on your radio dial.
On your radio dial. Oh, we had some winners.
Any others there, Travis?
The last one I have is Iron Sheik.
Yeah, well, you got to end with Iron Sheik, sure.
This is Iron Sheik, World Wrestling Federation, 3-time champion, All-American AAU champion. Pleasure for me to the Anthony and Opie. Bring me here to New York to I say hello to all my wrestling fans and everybody know I'm the real Middle Eastern come to the greatest wrestling country and most famous city in the world, Manhattan, Madison Square Garden. I come 3 times champion. I want to say hello to all my wrestling fans, especially all American and also my Iranian friend. خدمت همه شنوندگان ایرانی عزیز سلام عرض میکنم. همه دنیا آرون شیخ خسرو وزیری رو میشناسن. Pleasure for me to I come back here again one more time to I talk to the Opie and Anthony, and pleasure for me always.
with my 10-inch cock.
He's exhausting. Now, we got the picture blown up of him peeing himself and me pointing, and everyone in the picture is just unbelievable. What happened? Is Sirius XM going to,
No.
They're not going to fucking do the right thing and pay for it to be framed nice for us?
Need to frame.
E-Rock, can I have a copy of that photo, the big one with us,
E-Rock
please?
got it blown up, and, we want Sirius XM to fucking put it in a nice frame for us and put it in the studio.
I don't want anything from Sirius XM.
Will they do something nice for us that doesn't involve looking at a contract?
I just want...
Jesus Christ.
The big copy for myself.
Oh, you want to hang
a big
that?
copy of the file myself. I'll pay for it myself. Have it blown up myself. I want nothing from it.
I want a huge one to put it over my fireplace.
Right.
That'd be great.
That would actually be good. It's a great shot.
Conversation piece.
Sure.
Do one
Who's
nice
pissing
thing
on the
for
fire?
us. Unbelievable. Hey, Rob L. in Philly. Heard you guys talking about the tennis player with the big boobies. Just read this when I got to work. She is due to have the breast reduction surgery. We were talking about this.
Oh,
later this year. Tennis players undergo breast reduction.
Damn it.
Simona Halep has been taking the junior tennis circuit by storm. Now, this is what I want to do.
That's terrible.
I'm too lazy. I don't feel like doing it. Someone out there, if you do a good job, will promote the shit out of it. We got to start a website immediately begging her not to get a breast reduction.
Yes.
We'll put her best pictures up there. Maybe have a petition, all sorts of shit.
Yeah, it's...
Someone do the work, the legwork, and we'll promote it if it comes out nice. But someone start the website begging that she does not get the breast reduction
What kind
surgery.
of doctor would do this? First of all, it's like spray painting over the Mona Lisa.
That's nice. Where'd you go to get that done?
Sam's Club.
Sam's Club.
Let me see.
What's wrong with getting something blown up at Sam's Club, Jimmy?
I told him to go to Dugal.
That's wonderful.
This isn't yours.
I know that, but if it was going to go... Is that for you?
That's a high and hearty fuck you he just gave you.
Right.
But if it was for the studio... No, I know it was...
Jimmy Neutron.
If it's for the studio, what I was saying is you should have gotten a real high-quality gloss photo done at Dugal.
Yeah.
Are we going to get that?
Why is that woman in the background? They should probably black that woman out in the back. You could probably Photoshop that. There's a woman on TV in the back. It's Tyra. And you could leave her in there. It's actually pretty funny.
We finally learned to turn off the TVs when we're doing stuff in studio. So
yeah, that could be taken out.
You don't need her in that.
You can work that a little bit. E-Rock, are they going to frame this for us?
We asked. They haven't said anything
They
about
don't
it.
say-
He almost fell. That would have been so fucking good.
Supposed to be crumpled
Fell
out
and
of...
ripped it up. Why would that have been funny?
The problem with these guys, they never say anything. They just don't say anything.
And we followed up on it, and they said we're looking into it.
Why ask them for anything? Let's just...
we know what the answer is.
And that should be, like, I'm looking at it.
Why would you
It should be
help us
color
out and
corrected
get
a
that
little
nice-
bit. Like the contrast should be brought up so you can see the piss a little better. Or,
Yeah, it's
just got to be. That's a horrible copy.
Of course it is. Dugal on 23rd Street. I'm not stumping for them. It's the best photo place in the city.
Tell them to frame that fucker, and we'll give him a free plug. I'm not against Plugola, that's for sure.
Jeez.
Let's bring back
I don't
that
think you
Plugola
should say
shit. Yeah, that's what I say. Plugola, payola, whatever, man.
All the Olas, Johnny Ola.
Start sending your brown packages. I don't give a shit. I'll promote your business.
I pay for everything there. I don't mind it. I really don't. I don't care because I fucking hang this stuff in my home. My home, young man. And it looks good.
Because they do a good job.
Sam's Club. That's great. What'd you buy after that? A fucking... A 500 pack of Snickers and Mars bars? Fucking hope you got the flu at Sam's Club.
Hey, Coke Logic's got the name of our website to save the tennis player from getting a breast reduction surgery. Should I say this? Because someone's going to grab it.
No, let Danny get it first.
Danny, can you get it?
I have a suggestion, too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Danny, buy. If I say it, will you have enough time?
Probably not.
Just write it down first. Write it down, let him buy it, and then we can say it.
Right. Coke Logic. And it is Idea Day on the Opie and Anthony Show. Jared in Boston, Coke Logic needs to animate the Iron Sheik ID with the wet spots slowly growing bigger and bigger.
That would be good.
Coke Logic, you do that. We'll promote that one, too, for you. And people are suggesting that we Google bomb something about Simona Halep today, but something that they would go with.
Yeah.
Because someone has a good one, but it has the word tit in it. I don't think Google's going to appreciate the #1 Google trend with tit in it.
No.
It's all right. You can still do it. Fuck Google.
Yeah, I don't think they'll like that, right?
Yeah, but we're creative. Simona Halep, keep your tits is being suggested, but I think we could do a little better.
Keepyourboobs.com is what I was actually suggesting for the site.
Yeah.
No good?
Well, Coke Logic has... you want me to write it first, Dan?
That's fine.
Okay. Can I say it now?
Nope.
I love
I have
this
to log
one.
in, man.
I love this website, Nate. I love it.
Oh, he's...
If you've been listening since 6, you could probably figure it out.
Oh, boy. Wait a minute. No, because that's got... Well...
Here, I wrote it down. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
That's it, right?
Huh?
That's what you want?
Danny owns it.
Well, not yet.
Oh.
I gotta buy it first.
Well, fucking buy it. Let's go.
Danny, buy it!
Buy it! What are you doing?
What's the matter with
Quick,
you?
hurry.
GoDaddy wants to know if I want the .info, the .tv, the .gg.
No.
Yes, get them all.
No, just go with the...
no.
Yeah, .com is good enough.
Don't need them all.
No, of course you don't. Easy, Star Child. Feeding time for the demon.
Ugh. On their big, stupid chairs. Oh, look at Brooke Hogan is on the pics.
Oh, we got a little backstage with her. I don't know. We can play it, I guess.
You good? Yeah.
I don't know. Well, we can play that after the break. We can do Kenny's morning mashup demo. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember
Fantabulous.
when? John Sterling. Oof.
Bad one?
Failed. Horrible call.
They're all horrible calls he does.
No, but this one is...
Is epic?
This one is epic.
Is it epic?
It's epic fail.
Epic fail. I like
Epic
that.
fail.
Are we going to see a cat playing a fucking...
The piano. Yes, there should have been. There should have been Keyboard Cat at the end of this.
Keyboard cat, right?
Cat.
Sometimes I don't understand why these things become big. Keyboard cat, why?
I don't
know.
The oddest things.
You know what you see? I am now in possession of said domain.
All right. Coke Logic came up with it. Basically, the website's going to be called SaveTheTitMonster.com. We own SaveTheTitMonster.com.
Now,
so if we got a web designer that can really do all the heavy lifting,
was 819 well spent.
Yes.
We'll hand over SaveTheTitMonster.com.
We'll hand it over to you, and it is to save the tit monster.
Simona Halep, who's going to get breast reduction surgery. She's 17 with huge boobies.
Tennis schmenis, I say.
That's right. I think we're onto something. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely do not want her getting reduction. They are beautiful.
We need a nice web design for this, showing her in all her glory and just begging not to go under the knife.
And you know why? There doesn't seem to be enough pictures of her yet with those things just released from the sports bra. How do they look? How do they hang? They're natural, so they gotta... You know what that must be like? Dude. Come on. Right?
Someone else is suggesting, please...
Somebody's got a picture of her here.
Please keep the
One we haven't seen.
bigtitties.com. How about keeptheballsbouncing.com?
Oh, my God. Just a close-up of that down the cleavage shot is
just terrific.
Those tits, dude, have you looked underneath her like armpit there?
Yeah.
Because the sports bra is pushing it.
Mm-hmm. I told you, man. You know, these sports bras, I curse them. When women were brave enough to work out alongside men, they had nothing to keep everything, close to their body. So it was amazing to watch women work out. Everything was jumping around and jiggling. Now they got these sports bras that they don't look feminine whatsoever. Everything's strapped down.
Look at under the tit. It's like it's pushed.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. She's got three things holding her tits in.
Mm-hmm.
One of them looks like a lanyard just in case they snapped. It doesn't hurt the crowd. It's like a safety bungee.
Now, if you didn't know any better, I would lose so much money saying those have to be breast implants.
I know.
Right?
You know why? Because the way she's moving, those things
look
are
like just round.
Yeah.
Under the skin. They almost look like a bad boob job from that angle.
That's because she's moving and leaning over and playing tennis, but just naturally. Imagine at night when she just crosses those arms in front of herself, grabs the bottom of that shirt and lifts it over her head, and they just go Ka-chung, ka-chung, ka-chung.
In front of the window.
Boom, boom,
while you're
boom,
walking
boom.
your dog.
Yes.
Oh my God.
How fucking beautiful.
Is that the best?
Oh,
what?
fantastic.
What happened?
Huh? What'd you do?
Who said that? What?
Where were you peeking? What happened? Take a peek? Sneak peek?
Is there anything better than walking around your neighborhood and all of a sudden you're like, wow.
Getting the sneak.
Oh, without having to climb into trees and stuff, okay?
Yeah.
I'm talking about I'm on the sidewalk walking by.
Yeah.
I'm not hurting nobody.
That's right. You ever see someone fall, like when EMS is tending to them and a tit pops out? Maybe an older woman just taking a tumble.
That's bittersweet.
Why do you always have to make it creepy?
What's creepy about that?
I was keeping it nice and like kind of hot and sexy. You know,
Yeah.
you're walking your dog and some woman that doesn't realize that, you know,
You're walking your dog
she's
and he's
exposed.
stopped, and he's circling, and as he's shitting, you're looking at tits in a window?
Right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin the section.
All right.
It does sound sexy.
Yeah.
Break time. We got a lot to do, so.
Maybe the old gal has fallen off the curb, and maybe she's given herself a compound fracture of the shin. And as they're tending to her, her breast falls out and is laying in the in that fucking garbage juice water that goes along the thing.
In the gutter.
Yeah, and maybe you go over there and give her nipple a little tweak.
As she's screaming in pain.
As milky
setting the leg.
As milky gray fluid is running over it from the street. Garbage juice. You go over and give her nip a tweak to cheer her up.
That's disgusting.
I'll look at David Patterson being interviewed. The woman's actually holding up a newspaper.
What
in
is she
Patterson's
doing?
direction.
She's showing him the newspaper.
He's blind, madam. He can't see it. If you hit him with it, he wouldn't even know what it was. Say, what was that? Was it a badminton racket or? It's a newspaper. What is that? I've heard of them.
What are they used for?
Is there a bird in here that's going to duty? What are you doing with the newspaper?
Does he look silly?
Yeah.
Yeah, his approval rating isn't that good.
How could it be? He's taxing everything. He's a fucking typical tax and spend guy. How can it be?
Too late with the tax thing, Jimmy.
That's
you
all I
blew
have.
It. You blew it.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I want to start a new rant.
Yeah?
Taxes? What are we, bunch of fucking dick suckers?
I'll make Breitbart.
Did our cum discussion make it anywhere yet?
It should have.
Yeah.
This internet is very
Opie was
vast.
playing it.
And then I was just laughing to myself last night, thinking about like if how quick my living room would fill with cum.
Yeah, you have to stop.
How many people were thinking that?
I was looking at a few rooms, going,
You know what? How long would it take?
And now you could you have a basic thing to go off of,
Right.
so you could kind of figure it out. Now you're like, all right, this.
Would you have
100,000?
time to escape your living room from
Yeah.
cum? If all of a sudden God decided, okay, all loads will empty in your living room.
In your living room.
Would you have enough time to get out?
Could you get out?
How many seconds would you
Wow.
have?
I don't know. There's a couple of small bathrooms that I'd have a problem with. Living room, not so much.
What if you try to hide in the bathroom as your living room is filling up with cum and then the
Stuff's coming under the door.
Yes.
Like the blob.
You gotta put the towel under there.
Turn the air conditioner on, really.
How would you defend yourself from just a mountain of cum?
A mountain of cum
that is just taking over your compound.
You'd be standing on the toilet at one point, just going, "Oh no!"
Trying to lap it up.
It's the only
What
way
else
to
you
get rid
gonna
of
do?
it.
Yeah.
You have to lap it up, spit it out, flush. It's like a physical challenge.
Lydia wants to talk about Kiss. Nah,
Why?
maybe after the break.
But when we come back, can we discuss too this plane crash? How horrifying!
Oh,
why
new details.
Why make everyone scared out there?
Everyone's a little scared.
That's what happened.
Yeah, that's a horrible story.
Terrifying.
Terrible.
All right, we'll do that and some other things.
Thanks.
Travis, take it. That Sleewood drop drives me batty every time I hear it.
Bat shit.
Opie and dopey.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
are we?
Clever.
Knock that beret right off your fucking head, Sleewa.
Well,
jack off. What? What?
I was saying it's been shot off his head.
Yeah,
Whatever.
exactly. Stupid fucking cab windows.
Fucking Sleewa. Brooke Hogan's on TV.
Yeah.
She looks gigantic on TV.
She's a big girl.
But we had her in studio yesterday.
I think she looks smaller on TV. She's just 6 inches tall.
Oh. But in studio, she looks unbelievable, and then you put her on TV, and she looks giant.
Yeah.
And I was telling Anthony she's aging in dog years. Like, she's 20, 21 right now. By 25, when she's 25, you will never admit to anyone you ever thought she was hot. She is going to age quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah, well,
she's got youth on her side right now. She's beautiful. She smells good. She was very
living
cool.
in the moment.
I'm trying not to be a dick because we had her in yesterday.
Trying not to be a pud.
A pud, because she was really, really nice. But the fact is, she's going to be. How is she going to keep the weight off and stay in shape? And you know what I mean?
Oh, is that the cover of her album? She's got like angel wings and airbrushed.
Where's little
ribs.
Nicky?
Where's little Nicky?
Backstage with Brooke Hogan. We could do this. Good segue.
Oh.
She was in yesterday, and sorry I'm trashing her today. I shouldn't do that, but because she was definitely cool. We asked her about the Iron Sheik because we forgot to on our show. Iron Sheik wants to do all sorts of things to Hulk Hogan.
Hulkster.
And, so we asked Brooke about it.
And now, backstage with O&A, here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and not too long ago, pro wrestler the Iron Sheik stopped by the Opie and Anthony show and started talking crazy about Hulk Hogan and his family.
You don't like Hulk Hogan there, Iron?
All right.
How can I look to the man? He put the baby oil top of her daughter, boss.
Oh, right.
Or he have a sex with his daughter girlfriend. What kind of fucking man he is?
His wife is,
his wife, she's a gold digger. Fuck that bitch because she needed 10, 11 cock to fuck her fucking bitch pussy.
The incontinent Iranian grappler was talking mad trash on the Hogans. Hulk's daughter, Brooke, was in studio recently, and we found her in the hallway and asked her if she was going to let the Iron Sheik get away with this type of smack talk.
All right, we're here with Brooke. Recently on the show, the Iron Sheik was on, and he started going crazy. He was talking about Hulk Hogan, your dad. He was talking about your mom. He was questioning Hulk's sexual orientation and calling your mom names. Do you think he's still a relevant force in pro wrestling?
Not even close. I don't even think I remember the last time he wrestled or was out there.
He said that he could break Hulk Hogan's back. Do you think there's any possibility of that going on?
And given the fact that he's like 20 years older than my dad, I don't think that's possible.
Brooke is talking wild shit. It's obvious these two are both ready to throw down. With remarks like that, the Hogan family Iron Sheik beef won't be squashed anytime soon. I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and this has been
Backstage with O&A.
Primetime Sam Roberts is an asshole.
I love it.
That's hysterical. Whoa. Yeah, he's all like, ooh, trying to make a big thing of it, a big brawl.
Let's say hi to Virginia in North Carolina. Virginia.
Hello?
Hi.
But Virginia's not in North Carolina.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm
Attaboy,
currently Long Island. That's why I got a little confused. But,
Wait. What, Virginia?
I am dating this new guy for maybe a week. I met him on Sunday. Since then, I have had to play him Jimmy Norton's little story the other day about how water makes one invisible and explain the game of Monster to him. And yesterday, I had to play the clip of how much cum would it take to fill up the room. He looked at me and said, you listened to this, thought I was a little crazy, and then said, I have to get X'd out.
Oh, nice.
Hey, look at that.
Turning
See?
people on to our show by having a little cum discussion.
Yes.
This is what I want everyone to do out there, literally everyone. The weekend is almost here, right? You're going to be around people, socializing at a bar or whatnot, maybe go to the beach or the park or maybe a sporting event. Just have the discussion.
Bring it up.
Like, picture a room that you all are familiar with and how long it would take for that room to fill with cum.
Bring Grandma into the discussion. Grandma.
And don't go stupid with one guy, just masturbating over.
Yeah.
That's dumb. the world population coming, or the guys, at the same time, how long would it take for your room to be just filled to the tippy top with cum?
Filled to the brim.
And then call us Monday with how it went, how your little discussion went.
I am going to go see my grandmother tomorrow, too, so I will...
Would she get into that conversation, something like that?
What?
Would she get into a conversation like that?
My grandmother probably would. She's a little insane, so she probably wouldn't fully understand what I'm talking about.
All right, well.
Get into the conversation.
If you want to talk grandmas, there's another thing I have thought of. You look at older women walking the streets of your fine city, very old at the end of their lives. They've taken a lot of cock over the years.
A lot of cock.
And I've decided. I've pictured this one too. You lay the old broad in the tub, and then God magically gets all the cum that Grandma was involved with, and you see how filled up the bathtub would be.
Oh, wow. How many?
She's getting out of it like The Shining.
After the discussion yesterday, I thought about how many loads does the average woman swallow?
See.
Depends on her religion.
See, Virginia, you're onto it, man. I mean, think the old broads and how much cum in their lifetime, and then you magically have it reappear in the bathtub while she's laying in it naked.
She's a good egg, this one.
Yeah, she really is.
Would you be surprised, your grandma's like, oh my God, it's overflowing the sides.
How many loads
What
have you
the fuck
taken?
were you up to, Grandma?
Who wants to picture their grandmother with the hand-mouth motion, smelling her own breath on the fucking cock and getting, breath smell on her hand?
Once again, Jimmy taking the sexiness out of my bitch.
Wait, who wants to picture Nana doing that when she's in her mid-40s and your drunken grandfather has sweaty, smelly balls from the office all day, and she's got a fucking...
It's time for her to perform her duties.
Yeah, and he's like, just jiggle him. And Grandma, with the charm bracelet, has to reach under and squeeze his and knead his ball bag.
With the charm that stands for you.
Yeah, a charm
little
for...
grandmother's charm bracelet.
A charm for every grandkid she has.
Jingling around.
Jingling and jangling. Virginia, thank
Jingling
you.
And jangling.
Thank you.
All right. Let me say hi to Ziggy in D.C. Ziggy?
Imagine your grandma naked in a room filling with cum. You got such big rules.
Oh, I thought maybe he was coming down the hallway.
No, I can't even, continue the show until
I
he
know.
appears for work.
Where's...
I'm not happy. Tim in Jersey. Tim?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Tim.
Yeah, I was thinking of the scenario of how many, gay guys or how many women it would take to fight off the flow with straws.
Yeah, all right. We're back to the cum discussion. Now, your living room. Let's just let everyone can relate to a living room. It's filling up with cum because all the guys of the world are coming at the same time.
Now, what do you do?
Or, no, I mean, they don't even have to come at the same time. Just natural shit. Right now, guys are coming all over the fucking place.
Of course they are.
So now all those guys that are coming, that is now filling up your living room. And you got a defense for this?
No, I'm saying how long would it, how many, women, gay guys, whatever it might be, it would take to stem the flow of it, to fight off the flow, if it was creeping under the bathroom door.
I don't know. Too speculative. Too many variables there.
You want to move on from Arctic? You want to move on?
Yeah. I don't really.
Sorry, guys.
Yes,
Tom
you
in
are.
Michigan. Tom.
Hey there, Tom.
We lost Tom. All right. Kenny, you were going to the mic. What happened? You got something?
I just want to say it was good timing when you were talking about filling up the room with cum with the OutQ guys walking by. They really got a kick on that, and you made somebody very happy.
Oh, really?
That's what we try to do.
We aim to
make friends
please.
here, right?
Yeah, they got
right for the face.
One said to the other, did he just say that? Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, now there's probably a whole discussion of how straight guys talking about cum is weird and
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Kenny, you're here. You want to do the morning mashup demo thing?
Oh, I want to hear this.
People are dying to hear that.
So Kenny's trying to get a spot on one of these channels at Sirius XM.
Yep.
Notice the XM is getting smaller and smaller on all.
I know, on all the little logos.
Oh my God! Just get it over with.
And there's the little doggy. They show the doggy, and then it's pretty much shitting on the XM. Is that subliminal?
And the XM is already in parentheses.
Parentheses.
I just think XM is a better name.
Of course, it looks better. AM, FM, XM. It works.
Yeah.
But, they don't want to see past that. Because I don't know.
Now it's an ego thing.
You think that's what it comes down to?
Yeah.
All right. Kenny tried out for what so far? The classic disco or classic dance?
The strobe.
The strobe. And he did a little country demo?
The highway.
The highway,
that didn't work out too well. They kind of showed you the old highway, didn't they, Ken? Oh.
They don't know talent when they hear it.
So now you're trying out for the morning mashup.
Yeah, I fit in good with them.
With Nicole,
Rich, Ryan, and Stanley T.
And you had them cracking up. What happened? They walked by and they were laughing uncontrollably and pointing. And it looked like they were pointing at you.
He was trying to bring up a serious point.
Yeah. Maybe they were looking at his sneaker boot shoes.
He's got them on today.
Sneaker boot shoes.
Of course they do. Look at those what are those things?
Look how worn out they are on the bottom.
Giant fake leather fucking canoes.
You gumshoe.
Yeah, they really are.
He is a gumshoe.
They're comfortable when you're running around all day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
How about when you're lumbering?
I got to hustle.
How about when you lurk, lumber, and make others uncomfortable?
When you're being sloth-like.
Oh, those fucking big, awful, soft-bottom shoes.
They're giant, too.
They're terrible.
It's just, everything he has is huge.
How many perps saw the bottom of those shoes, Kenny?
Size 13.
Wow.
13?
Do you go to the big and tall?
The freak shop? Yeah.
You have to shop there, though?
Yeah.
But it's cool because you're like a cartoon character. You pretty much wear the same stuff all the time.
Yeah, I got an image.
Yeah, you got your little jacket, your suit jacket and everything. You
Yeah.
dress sharp and everything, but, you're like Fred Flintstone. It's the same clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you pay extra for the big clothes? Is that like you go into the big and tall store, the freak store, as you call it?
Yeah, that's how they get you.
You got to pay, right?
What is it, Rochester or something?
Casual male, big and tall.
Kind of limits what you can get, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I love interviewing Kenny. Yeah. Yeah.
I wait for the sales, too. You know why.
Why?
Because I'm a Jew.
He's a Joe. What are you
He's
going
a
to
Joe. Kenny's morning mashup demo. So now he's trying out for the morning mashup. We played this one yesterday, but we'll play it again just to get this thing going.
Yeah.
Psychedelic. Hey, it's me, Crazy Kenny, king of the morning mashup. I want to start off by kissing Kid Kelly's ass. He's the boss of the mashup, so I want to dedicate a song to all you metrosexuals out there. Here's the Jonas Brothers with Paranoid.
I make the most of all this stress.
Ooh.
That's too loud. Okay, I'll turn it
That was done very well, though, Kenny.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got a
think you
good
fit in
producer.
here.
Primetime Sam Roberts. And my board op is the greatest, Troy Kwan.
Troy loves this show.
Troy Kwan.
Is he winning the Howard battle over there? They're battling it out every morning. It's the strangest thing. Troy cranks up our show. The other dude cranks up Howard's show.
Yeah.
They can't listen to either show because it's being drowned out.
The other guy's got his shoes and socks off all the time.
Why?
He had, tattoos on his toes. Real macho.
Why does he got tattoos on his toes?
I don't know.
Who's winning the see-through shirt war? Jesus, Daddy. Troy? But Troy's winning the see-through shirt battle.
He got ink.
Who's got ink?
Troy Kwan.
But he doesn't have ink on his toes.
No, because that's silly. It's stupid.
It is silly.
Yeah.
What kind of tattoos does the guy have on his toes?
It says, death metal or something. I was told.
What, each toe is a letter?
I guess.
That seems a little...
All right, back to Kenny's morning mashup demo.
I have one Stinks. Yo, everybody. I'm Crazy Kenny, king of the morning mashup on XM 20 on 20 and Sirius Hits 1. And speaking of hits, what do you say to a woman with two black eyes? Nothing. She's already been spoken to twice. Play that Fat Cow song. Here's Kelly Clarkson, and I Don't Hook Up on the Morning Mashup.
Wow. Man. That was good. Is that the kind of content they're looking for over there?
Yeah.
A little wacky zaniness and blatant insults?
Oh, they're very edgy.
They're dark, right?
Yeah, they're new wave.
Yeah, huh?
You know, they like to wake people up in the morning.
Apparently so.
Anthony, a lot of people saying that the show got really gay with our cum discussion.
Yeah.
And we really can't argue that point, right?
No, not really.
So, Bird from Buffalo wants to help us out. And you know that whole cum discussion, how long it would take your living room to fill up with cum?
Fill up with cum, sure.
Bird from Buffalo suggests that we change it to how long to fill the room full of period blood.
Oh my God. Yeah, okay. See, think of the flowing that's going on right now as we speak in the world. That's got to be a lot because...
Let's change it up a little bit. It comes through the chimney.
All right, it's coming out your fireplace.
Right.
Shining elevator. Wow.
See, no clue. How much is released?
Well, the quantity is a lot more than a cum shot. So you're getting the quantity there, but it only happens once a month with the women.
A lot of girls on their period right now. Man, that room would fill up quickly. Quickly. Back to Kenny's morning mashup demo.
I'm Crazy Kenny, king of the mashup, and I want to read a listener email. Jessica from New Rock City wrote, I love you on the mashup, and I'm a single lady, so I'd like to know, what do you like in a woman? My penis! I'll call you later. Here's Jamie Foxx with Blame It on the Ruhifinol. That's Stanley's motto. Let's mash it up! Sirius Hits 1, XM 20 on 20.
Blame it on the lose.
Smash it up! Right.
Danny's looking up menstrual cycle.
Yeah, I know. I just noticed that.
God bless Danny.
Danny wants to know how much blood loss.
Are we going to get an answer, Danny?
We sure will.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
He's got to know the blood loss.
Oh, I got excited. I thought that was...
Oh, no. Now we look forward to him coming down the hall, and we're disappointed when he doesn't. There isn't another way in there, is there?
Maybe he's sick today. More of Kenny's morning mashup demo.
Please don't leave me.
It's a beautiful day on the morning mashup. I'm Crazy Kenny, king of the mashup. And this next song is for Mashup Nicole. It's Pitbull with I Know You Want Me. You know what Nicole and a police car have in common? They both make a lot of noise to let you know they're coming. Hey, Nicole, what's the difference between ooh and ah? About 3 inches. It's Sirius Hits 1, XM 20 on 20. Let's mash it up!
Sirius XM. I know you want me. You know I want you.
Oh, I hate this fucking song. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
You are very into this.
Yes, he really wants this gig.
Yeah, you can tell
he
this
really
one,
loves the morning mashup.
He is putting the passion into it.
I think that's a pretty good one so far because I like it that you're incorporating the people of the mashup morning show.
Yes.
And jokes we haven't heard in a few decades now, which is terrific.
Yeah, you do a little...
I told Ant during the break, I'm like, Kenny misses vaudeville.
He'd have been great.
You would have been a star.
Right.
Dragging a steamer trunk across the country.
Right.
Yeah. Wearing my zoot suit.
You'd have to have some weird facial hair, too. Which one would you go with?
The handlebar mustache.
That'd be good.
Action.
Yeah, with the beard that points in 2 different directions.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And then you could do like a weightlifting act on stage in one of those little stupid weightlifter outfits from back in ye oldie days.
Yeah, the tights.
And then the sides are just full, they're balloons.
Yeah.
On a stick. And then you do like a weightlifting. And then you tell those great jokes in between.
Maybe next road show.
Never know.
Maybe.
Are we doing another one of those? Let's say hi to Steve in PA. Steve.
Hey, guys. What's happening?
What's up, man?
Hey, we already know what channel Kenny belongs on. Traffic and weather. wonder.
Yeah, you used to do some good traffic for us, Kenny.
Yeah, it's true. I remember those days.
Yeah, I'm versatile.
Maybe we do one of those next week.
Versatile.
Old school. More of Kenny's morning mashup demo.
Play on, players. I'm Crazy Kenny, king of the mashup on Sirius Hits 1 and XM 20 on 20. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? Who cares? Just joking. Seriously, Ryan, what sexual position produces the ugly kids? Why don't we ask your mom? Here's the Black Eyed Peas with Boom Boom Pow.
The morning mashup.
Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that.
I thought Kenny was popping back in there.
Boom, 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 boom.
Why are you making fun of those guys?
No, they're good sports. They could take a joke.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the kind of good-natured ribbing that goes on over there, is it?
It's okay. Ryan's like, Rich is the star of the...
Yeah?
Yeah, he's the good-looking one, like a movie star.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you seem to
him,
know the show.
Nicole. Stanley, he's the Doug, he's the gangster.
Yeah.
And then there's, Ryan.
What's wrong with Ryan?
I don't know. He means well.
What's wrong with Ryan?
No, I love Ryan. But, when you see him walking down the hall, like all four of them, Ryan's always last.
You gotta explain that. I guess they'll do, 20 minutes of music or something, so the whole gang walks together to go get a beverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
that?
stick together. During commercial breaks, they walk by our studio to go to the kitchen to get a beverage.
We can learn something from those guys.
They all go... we all go to the bathroom together, apparently.
Sure do.
A little different.
Bunch of men.
Good point. Family Guy mentioned capri pants last night.
Really?
Finish your thought, though, Kenny. It's tough because I don't want these phone calls to, hang up. That's the only reason I jump in like that sometimes.
I'm sorry, GH. I didn't have a thought. If I had a thought in my head, it would be lonely.
All right.
Kenny's head is like outer space. It's just a vacuum that things fly through and don't... and there's a lot of room in between each one.
Yeah.
And occasionally when they collide, there's a big problem and somebody's getting a nightstick across the teeth.
Let's try something. Kenny, what are you thinking about right now?
How handsome you are.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, what are you thinking about right now? See?
That's it.
That's the real answer. Let's go to Paul in Rockland. Paul.
Hey there, Paul.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, Family Guy mentioned capri pants last night.
Really? All right, we know we got that much so far, but what did they say about it? Anything good worth bringing to the show? Should we play the audio? What do you got?
They just mentioned that they didn't, do a full thing on it like you guys were talking about yesterday. But it was funny though.
Yeah. Then what happened?
That was it. I mean, it was just just a short mention of the.
Well, no, not good. But then what happened?
What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then what happened?
That's it. They were doing some stage production thing.
Then what happened?
You mentioned capri pants.
But after that, then what happened?
That's about it.
Could be the worst caller we've ever had.
No.
Yeah, I'm thinking could possibly be the worst caller we've ever had.
Oh, come on, guy.
All right, well.
Love your show.
All right, Paul. Thank you.
Well, considering the season finale of Family Guy was 2 Sundays ago, and there's no new Family Guys that have ever premiered on a Wednesday, they would have had to, like Travis said, they would have had to have gone back in time to steal the joke from us.
Could happen. Sports almanacs have been taken. All kinds of things.
All right, well.
They said, what's the haps?
We lost a listener. See you, since he writes, love the show, but I'm out.
Oh, no, why?
Enough about jizz and period blood.
Oh, no.
2 days now. Get a fucking clue. No one wants to hear about this shit.
2 days straight, and people
Find
do want to
something
hear
funny
about it.
to talk about, for fuck's sake.
Perhaps you heard my tax rant.
So we lost Sia in Cincinnati.
Shut up.
Oh, well.
You're
Oh, no.
still listening right now.
Oh, he's probably listening to WKRP.
Yeah. Oh, Jim.
Dr. Johnny Fever. That's what he's listening to right now.
Never before published Hitler photographs on Drudge.
Ooh.
Wow.
It'd be funny if he's like fucking
got a yarmulke
jet
on.
skiing with shorts and
celebrating Passover.
Yeah.
Wow, these are odd.
He's eating gefilte fish.
Jet skiing. Just doing stupid mustache, just tearing up the water.
And he's just like he's hanging out with one arm and he's waving with the other.
And waving to Ava on the beach.
Yeah. He's doing some silly stuff. He's making a snow angel.
Is this really new? There he is, shaking hands with some other guy in a military outfit.
Who's that?
Right.
Who's the other guy?
I don't know.
No one cares. Kenny's morning mashup demo. Talking about Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
What's up, y'all? It's Sirius Hits 1 and XM 20 on 20, and it's me, Crazy Kenny, king of the morning mashup, along with my fellow masher, Rich. Here's a song for you, buddy, Lady Gaga and Poker Face, because that's what you want to do, and make her Lady Gag. Let's mash it up, baby.
I wanna hold them like they do in Texas, please. Fold them, let them hit the
Now, Kenny, is that what they say? Let's mash it up?
No, I coined that phrase for them.
Oh, you coined it.
Yeah, I'll give it to
Worth
them.
every penny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's mash it up.
Yeah, see, they were never...
That means like let's get to the music. And
Yeah.
start dancing.
Yeah.
We promoted that Norman Lear would be stopping by today. He's not coming in.
Yes.
Of course, the great Norman Lear. A lot of great shows.
Yes.
Like All in the Family.
Yeah.
Good Times. I think
Good
the Jeffersons,
Times,
Maud.
Yep. The list goes on and on. He was supposed to show, but he's not going to. And Paul Abdul is in the building and said no to the O&A show. Only doing Top 40 and OutQ.
OutQ, huh?
I heard she was doing Shade 45?
On the list.
That OutQ gets a lot of guests, don't they?
Well, I mean, it's a gay channel, and it's American Idol, and, they promote American Idol probably a lot differently than we do.
But if you're promoting, if I was promoting, I would go on every fucking channel in this goddamn building. I would just go one after another. How could that hurt?
Yay!
You're already here. You stop in. Hi guys. You got any pills? And then
Maybe that's why.
Okay. Now I agree with her wholeheartedly.
Of course.
That's all I want to see. Just the door open.
Yeah.
I'm not on pills.
Yeah. Jesus. Makes me want to go to her house and kill myself on the front steps. Can't believe she won't come in.
You want some tampon knowledge before we get to Kenny's Hollywood 411?
Always.
Yeah. Sorry, Kenny. Tampon knowledge always trumps you, my friend. Always.
Gonna lose another listener.
Let's go to Heather in PA. Heather.
Oh.
Morning, boy.
Hey.
Hi.
Got some tampon info for you.
Tampon.
So, if you look on the box, girls sometimes wear the slim, regular, or the almighty dildo size super plus. But you determine the size that you need based upon the amount of ounces that you produce in, say, a 6-hour period.
But how do you know?
Well, you basically got to try it out. Like, I just try the Sims, and that works good for me. And sometimes if you, like, start the tampon, I guess, too quickly, then, you need to go one size up. So then you need to go, like, the regular, which could be, like, up to, like, 4 to 6 ounces, and the super plus.
4 to 6 ounces?
Yeah. It's a lot of blood.
Heather, you got a big cunt?
No, actually, I got a little one.
Oh, jeez.
It's very cute. Oh, by the way, love muscle milk. Drink it every day.
Oh.
All right. Look at that. I'm getting ready to drink some chocolate muscle milk.
Yeah. Wow.
Ooh, that's the kind I drink. I drink the light, though. I drink the light version.
Well, all of it's light. It's chocolate milk without the goodness, man. It's like that.
But it tastes so
it's like
good.
that bacon chocolate that you
I
used
love
to
it.
think was tasty until you put it in your
baking
mouth.
chocolate.
Or whatever the
I think
fuck
you just said bacon chocolate. I'm like,
bacon?
That sounds like it would be flavorful and disgusting.
God damn it! Now I'm thinking about bacon again.
E-Rock's running down the hallway to find out where to get it.
I curse you now, because now all I'm thinking about is bacon salt. Fuck!
Bacon.
Thanks, Heather.
You know what an
All right,
elephant...
thanks, boys.
All right.
You know what an elephant uses as a tampon?
What, Kenny?
A sheep.
You should come out of a fucking multicolored door and say that joke. You old hack.
You're laughing with Kenny.
No, I always wanted you guys to remake that show. I think it would be perfect. Variety show
Opie and
like
Anthony's
that.
laughing?
Yeah.
Instead of Ronan Martin.
Starring Kenny, though. We should do it as a goof. Can we set it up somehow? Get a fake wall with doors that we pop out of and do like some of this vaudeville crap?
And they're not going to pay to frame a picture. They're going to pay for a
Fake doors,
wall with
disappearing floors in a set.
We need a set.
Something with hinges on it.
We need a riser.
God damn it, Danny, you're right.
Exactly. I asked for
Fuck these guys.
I asked for a piece of gray construction paper. They took it out of my pay.
Jesus.
Get it?
I get it. It wasn't that bad.
Sure it was.
It was along with the theme of them not giving us anything.
No.
Do you want to know how many periods it takes to fill the room up?
You know what? People are getting really pissed with the cum and the period thing, but I guarantee it's one of those things that people will be discussing in the next few days with their friends.
You have to.
I have a fluid joke coming up in my Hollywood 411 report.
Thank God.
Bring it right around, right, Kenny?
Yeah.
All right, let's get the answer, Danny.
Well, if we remember,
what was the question?
I believe the question was how many periods would it take? Like how many chicks' periods would it take to fill up this very studio? That wasn't it.
Living room, chimney.
I thought we were doing the same cum equation from yesterday.
No, we changed it a little bit.
Well, living room and chimney, I mean, various sizes of living rooms, right?
Yeah. I mean,
so we need a benchmark to work with.
I just like the visual that the period fucking blood was coming through the chimney.
This
or the
is now
fireplace.
this studio is the benchmark. And that way you can then say, all right, my room is about twice the size of this, so...
Can we at least have a fake chimney so then I'm happy too?
Yeah.
And a fireplace where the period
Absolutely.
blood is flying.
Period blood is now coming out of the chimney.
Yeah, but there's a lot of variables here, like how much air has hit the period blood. Is it chunky? Because the viscosity is going to depend on whether or not it's clotty.
I'm not even going to listen to you until I read this feedback, and then I swear I'll shut the fuck up. Cumsies and period blood. What's next? Liquid diarrhea.
Yeah, I could do that.
You could do the liquid diarrhea equation?
I guess. It's all just volume, isn't it?
Look, I'm even turning my mic off.
I can't.
I'll shut the fuck
Well,
up.
folks, if we remember yesterday, the size of the cubic footage of our studio is, I think, is 2,040 square cubic feet, from what I remember. So, based on those numbers, I could bore you with the math if you want to go through it. There's 30 milliliters in an ounce. There's 128 ounces in a gallon. 2720 gallons in a I'm sorry. No, I got it here. Don't worry. I don't know what
you
that
tripped
is.
up.
Yeah, I did. 1 cubic foot is 7.5 gallons. We remember that from yesterday. So you do the math, and it comes out to a grand total of 2,238,171 women's periods.
2 million.
So I figured 2.25 million periods.
2.25 million
this room.
To fill up this room.
But they're doing it at the same time.
Oh, God, would that just be... Oh, God. I'm getting a visual.
Who would be the last one out of the studio? Swimming through the clots to try to get to the door.
All right. This
You
is
probably wouldn't
so
have to swim through them. You could probably just grab on.
What? I'm the only one that had the word clot pop in my brain when this
you could probably
discussion
hang
started.
off of one like Leo in the Titanic at the end.
They probably feel like thin membraned cocoons.
They probably feel like swimming through jellyfish.
I'm not even going to think of what
Smell
other
like pennies?
senses would... Yeah. I was just going to say, I don't want to think of what other senses would be just
How about we
appalled.
make this discussion so fucked up that no one is listening?
That no one's listening?
What do you mean, how about we?
We lost
What do you
one.
think, they're tuning in to catch the end of this? I can't get out of the car until I find out how many gallons of cum it would take to fill a cowboy's hat. I'm dying to know how much corner-of-the-mouth spittle it would take to fill work boots.
No, that was the Rich Voss
Is it a 10-gallon hat?
equation that someone came up with.
Believe me, as I said it, I realized I was answering my own question. How many gallons of cum?
All right,
I
Dan.
just said how many loads.
Dan, very good.
I'm a fool.
Work on the liquid diarrhea one.
All right.
As we play the best part of Kenny's Morning Mashup demo. The Morning Mashup does something called the 411. What's that, Kenny?
Hoping for a self-inflicted gunshot wound with music playing.
That's like Nicole's bit. She does like the entertainment, current events, the gossip.
All right, so you'd think you could,
I fit right in.
Do a much better job with that, right?
Of course.
All right, here we go. Kenny's Hollywood 411.
Sirius XM. Hits 1. Music and Entertainment 411.
And now it's time for the Entertainment 411 on Sirius Hits 1 and XM 20 on 20 with me, Crazy Kenny, the king of the mashup. Susan Boyle lost the English American Idol. You know why she always wears long dresses? Because if she wore a short skirt, her balls would stick out. I hope she likes to drink because God invented alcohol so ugly people could fuck.
Hits 1.
Rumor has it Bruno is hooking up with Adam Lambert. I can't wait to see pictures of their shit-stained cocks after they bump uglies. Hey, that reminds me. Do you know why semen and urine are different colors? So those people know if they're coming or going. And that also reminds me. What's the difference between anal sex and a microwave? A microwave will brown your meat. John and Kate +8 are all over the news. I hope you're breaking up, because I'd like to finger bang Kate. She'd start complaining. Oh, your ring hurts. I'd say, honey, that's not my ring, that's my wristwatch. Because after 8 kids, she's got a big cunt. I'm Crazy Kenny, and that's the Entertainment 411 on the mashup. Sirius Hits 1, XM 20 on 20. Let's mash it up!
You got the 411. Get it. 11 minutes past. Unless we're running late. The sound of generation now. Sirius XM Hits 1.
You change your mind.
Holy shit.
Listen, we're all thinking the same thing.
Who wouldn't listen to that?
You just got a feature on our show, my friend. Kenny's 411. Taking the name and everything. Club Soda Kenny's 411.
We already got What the Haps.
No, What's the Haps?
Not What the Haps.
What the Haps never caught on, let's be honest.
We already have What's Your Hat?
I think Sam would even agree it never caught on. So
No.
Oh, you're in the room? Hi, Sam.
Yes. Sam, I didn't see
Sam, would you allow Kenny
time.
to do the Club Soda Kenny 411? You still got the backstage thing.
What's the Haps has nothing to do with the 411. What's the Haps is going out on the street and finding out what's the Haps. The Entertainment 411 is just finding out what's going on in entertainment. I think this would be a good gig for Kenny.
Kenny, you got to do that.
Okay, I do what I'm told.
There's nothing that we could do that is going to be better than that last 2 minutes.
That was special right there.
You know pop culture, my friend. It's obvious.
Yeah.
And you got a nice little unique little twist on it.
Yeah.
A little different.
Oh, yeah, that's
slightly different than Entertainment Tonight and
you know why?
Access Hollywood. And
your presentation is much like those entertainment shows. And 411, the info, things like that, the production. But your colorful language is what distinguished it from those other reports, Kenny. Yeah, I must say, I was very entertained.
I know. It was a lot to take in. Maybe you want to play it again.
Giant cunt, was it?
I don't know. Let's take a listen.
We will play it. We will definitely play it again before we get out of here. You kidding me? You got yourself a fucking segment on our show, my friend. That's what I say. No more money though. We can't pay you.
Okay.
You got to do it, for free.
All right.
He'll do it.
Show is appalling today. Keep it up. Ricky M from Massachusetts. Best bid ever, Kenny.
Thank you, Ricky.
They're already calling it best bid ever. Jersey Matt, Bayonne, I love Kenny. Club Soda Kenny now, with even less class than before. I listen every day. And someone wants to do a booger discussion with this room.
Oh boy! All right.
Now you're out, right?
Now I might have to. I might have to tap.
And you know what? We could get the sexes together on this one because girls are picking their nose too. They just don't do it in front of us. So how many guys and girls would it take?
Girls don't pick their noses.
Oh yeah, they do. How many guys and girls would it take to fill this room up with snot?
I just got the heebie-jeebies. I could go through the
just
jizz,
picture
the jizz, the fucking period blood, and now snot.
But this one's great because
how many people would it take?
You know I'm in.
If it's you and that chick that was here, I'd give you both the fucking nod.
What do you mean that chick? Flamenco. Flamenco, whatever. She's got 3 more great stories.
You know what was awful about her is I could see under the way her fucking finger was working under the flesh of the nose. That was a really experienced.
She was digging.
Her fucking finger.
She put it on my arm, man. My friend.
Watching her dig up her nose, you could see the way her finger has navigated that route thousands of times. It was like watching a mouse run to get cheese at the end of a maze. Left, right, straight, left, right, left. She fucking knew the inside of that schnoz.
Can we do the snot discussion? So the whole world, as far as the whole world goes right now, there are a lot of people picking their nose at this very moment.
Yeah.
So you take all those people magically, and now they're like lined up to come into the studio and then wipe the booger on the wall. How long would it take for this room to be just...
Before the walls just come in on you?
That's my visual. I was thinking everyone understands their freezer and how there's less and less space if you don't
defrost it.
Right. That's how the room would be with snot. Until the walls are now touching.
And you're wiping it on other snot now.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'd work your way toward the door.
Yeah.
Until you have
the last
the door
guy with the
closed.
snot.
And if you opened it, it would just be a flat wall of boogers. Hold on, let me think.
And I love the real mathematicians out there. People are pissed, Dan. They're like, Danny's numbers are way off.
Oh, you're way off.
They're way off.
Oh, he's sticking by his numbers.
He's typing away. He's figuring out the...
Tell me, well, if said person would like to call in and tell me how my numbers are way off, I'd love to explain.
All right, his name is Steve.
All right.
He's from Texas.
Hey,
Steve.
Hey, and first off, fuck the haters. You guys can make cum and blood in a room funny.
We will.
Well, now we're talking about snot.
Yeah, snot we're going to make hot.
Snot, just wiping it on the walls, and then now you're wiping it on other people's snot until this whole room is filled with snot. Are we going liquid or like crusty, Jimmy?
I think any snot is good. It's all about mass.
Yeah, so we'll take any snot. Steve, why is Danny's numbers off?
All right, well, the period numbers. That woman said that it was 4 to 6 ounces.
Yeah, but she's wrong. Nobody bleeds 5 ounces, on average, 5 ounces of blood per period. That's ridiculous.
Well, that's what the woman said. Of the
5 shots.
Yeah.
4 to 6
Can you
ounces,
imagine
right?
5 shot glasses of period blood oozing out of your wife's vagina every month? That's fucking disgusting. They don't make a tampon to soak up that much juice.
It is over a week.
Yeah. You have to put a comforter in her box.
We're only interested in the women with the heavy flows.
Yeah. Fair enough, I suppose.
We're only doing heavy flow women.
I'm so disgusted.
The type of women that if they did a sit-up that time of the month, it would look like a jelly donut got stepped on.
I said we're going all in with this disgusting talk and disgusting the audience today. Yep. We're all in.
Average blood loss during menstruation. Let me go find it.
I don't want average. I want the heavy flow.
Menstruation.
How many heavy flow days does a woman get? 3?
It all depends
3 out
on
of
the
the
woman.
7?
That's why we got to go in an average here, and then
average
we'll
blood loss
boost it up.
during
the girls that are only spotting, no interest in you.
Yeah.
We want girls with the heavy flow.
Anorexics.
Girls are not on the pill.
Lose their period.
Jimmy, good point.
What is the average?
It says here. Average blood loss is 35 milliliters, with 10 to 80 milliliters considered normal.
Don't give us that commie fucking metric shit. I want to know in ounces.
50 milliliters, say.
Well,
put
30
it in something I can wrap my mind around.
30
like a shot
milliliters
glass.
is 1 ounce. So if 35 milliliters is the average, so you're looking at a hair over an ounce.
Okay, so it's just about a shot.
Per day or the entire period?
That's the entire period cycle.
Just a shot?
Think about how thick. I mean, an ounce of blood that's a lot of blood.
You throw an
that?
ounce of blood on the floor. Oh, God damn it, Jimmy.
I just did the shot glass motion, like tipping
Imagine
it back.
having a full shot.
Like you'd smell it before you taste it. It would taste like a tomato juice, but stronger.
If someone could guarantee that there's no diseases to be caught, I would take one for the team on that. I would try.
Wow.
I would try it.
You know, a little hair caught in the back of your throat.
Oh.
No. Let me tell you how stupid the Opie and Anthony show is.
You don't need to. Everyone knows.
Yeah, right?
Today is a day where we're being featured on Breitbart for our epic tax rant.
That's true. Probably got a lot of
So we got a lot
listening.
of new people going, wow, I got to check these guys out. Fuck.
You're right. You're right.
Finally.
They're
And
talking
probably
intelligent about taxes, and this is what they're hearing today.
And I have an answer to the shitting question.
How many mouthfuls, Dan? Go.
Hold on, Dan. Just because I don't want to lose another great phone call. Hold on. Serge in Canada. Serge.
How come I couldn't be this good at math in school?
Good evening. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Hey, buddy.
Wait. What'd you say?
I fucked up at the beginning.
No, you didn't fuck up, but you said what? To Jimmy?
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you, oh dear friends, for coming to my birthday!
Go ahead, Serge. Sorry.
Yeah. How many boogers would it take to put in your mouth before you can't say fluffy bunny?
Or chubby bunny.
Oh, chubby bunny?
Fluffy bunny.
Yeah, chubby bunny.
Yeah, if you did the chubby bunny with just snot. Yeah, but that gets away from the basic equation that we've been using.
You are so right, too, that people are probably listening. Probably, like, conservatives, too, that are going like, oh, I want to check out these guys' tax
We
talk.
had a really good chance to pick up a lot of listeners today.
Like, oh, you know, okay. Well, these guys are against Obama, so that's good. Maybe I'll give them a listen, and oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Epic period blood chat.
Yes.
I suggest
is that going to be posted?
I suggest we rewrite the textbooks, my friends. You want kids to do well at math.
Yeah, this is something they would be
I was
interested
never
in.
this interested in cubic footage.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. How do they play it in the textbook with the cubic footage crap?
Oh, it's
right?
always just
Some
a
dumb
room
thing.
and some kind of gas in the room, and I don't know.
All right.
Maybe that was German textbooks.
Yeah, well, okay, true.
A lot
What
of
are you reading?
I am leafing through some new photos.
know what's fucked up? There are people for real that want to know how many gallons would it take to fill up this room so they could discuss this at home. We had that number yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
I have the number. It's 20. This room, our studio here, is 20,400 gallons.
There
So
you go.
using that number, you can figure out all sorts of stuff
Yes.
that could fit in
Even
here.
the snot thing?
Probably,
That's
yeah.
going to be rough.
I mean,
I guess we can measure like
you
the
can-
average
the average
nostril.
snot, the average discharge per.
Like my
Blow.
pinky goes all the way up to the first knuckle in my nose, so we could figure it out from there.
My nose is itching now just thinking about this.
Go ahead, Dan. What do we got?
Well, we've moved on to people shitting, and the question was how much liquid shit.
Can you use the word diarrhea? There are kids listening.
All right, how much diarrhea could fill us?
Does that matter?
Now, according to statistics I've found,
Yes.
All this.
a healthy person will produce 10.5 ounces of waste material 3 times a day.
What?
Wow.
So that comes out to 31.5 ounces per day, which is roughly 1 quart. Let's just call it a quart, even though a quart's 32 ounces.
A quart?
There's 4 quarts in a gallon, and like we said, there's 20,400 gallons that could fill this room.
Okay.
So you do the math, and that would be 81,600 people taking a shit to fill this room.
One shit.
Only
Yeah.
81,000.
Well, it would be technically that number you might have to times it by 3 because I'm taking the total waste per day. Total daily waste
Dumpage.
material.
81,000?
81.6 thousand.
Fuck, we can get that one done.
Now we're getting down to a number we can kind of
Now
we
we're
can
talking
grasp that.
handle.
Now we're talking stadium numbers. So imagine
Stadium number.
imagine
Football stadium,
One
basically.
Jimmy Buffett concert.
Stadium.
If everyone in Giant Stadium took a shit, it could fill this room.
Instantly, pretty much?
Yes, instantly.
Are we getting Paul Abdul, Steve? Maybe? We just want her to open the door.
Did you hear the break?
I gotta pee. I'm gonna go pee.
Let her
Jimmy?
I
listen
have
to
to pee
this.
badly.
Jimmy?
Oh, Jimmy's bladder.
Dude, I can't. I'm in pain.
Jimmy?
Yeah. Go pee. Go make wee-wees.
I'll be back.
Go make wee-wees. Come on, go make wee-wees.
All right, why don't we all take a break? Thanks a
All right.
lot, Jimmy.
We could do some more math. Poor
Bladder's gonna
Jimmy.
explode.
It's a lot of poo.
Yeah.
Jimmy's got a little hummingbird bladder.
For everyone that heard about us on Breitbart.tv, we're going to do something intelligent next.
Oh.
No, we're not.
I didn't think
Why would we? Do you want Kenny's Hollywood 411 as a regular feature on the show?
Absolutely.
It has to be.
It's fantastic.
We were trying to figure out how to work the pop culture thing, and then I think we got it.
That's it.
It's perfect, right?
Oh my God, he is gold.
You see how he just waved at us?
I know. Now he's a big star.
Big star, Kenny. They're calling you a big star.
He'd be a big star.
Here comes Kenny again.
Doing the 411.
Are we getting Paul Abdul? I see a discussion going on outside.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Is he going to come in?
I don't think so.
Pills.
Oh, gee. Now, with talk like that, sir, I don't think we'll get her.
She does know that they brought in the other judge because,
Yeah.
it's called a transition period.
Yeah, why did they need 4 judges?
Right.
Like, why?
Out with the old, in with the new.
They had a perfect setup where with 3, you could have 2 people decide opposite decisions, and then you got the tiebreaker.
So long, pill popper. We don't need you anymore.
I don't think we're going to get her with this type of talk.
Really? There she is. Kenny, open the door. Paul Abdul, everyone. Could we just go to break?
Yeah.
Fucking fuckers. God, I fucking hate everybody. Who's this fat slob?
Guy just walking down the fucking hallway. Holy angry.
I'm not even angry. That's the best.
Oh, I know.
It's fun not to be angry. That's the beauty of this.
You could really just start insulting people.
All right, you make fun of this one.
All right. Oh,
I did
my
the fat
God.
slop. You do this one.
Fucking geek. Where'd you get that shirt? Out of the hamper? A rant. Oh, what a dumpy. Look at a slouchy. Ooh. Oh, look at this. What a fucking mess.
Look at this fucking mess.
Hey, look.
Oh. Big,
That's
huge.
Stanley from the mashup.
Of course it is.
Do you get excited when you spot one of the mashup guys there, Kenny?
Yeah, but why are they separated?
Mad.
You might have thrown a wrench into the works over there.
God.
Yeah, you might have shaken things up. You're probably thinking, God, we could have, the likes of a Club Soda Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of one of the guys.
Does Liam own another shirt?
Yes.
For real?
He owns a lot of shoes.
Really?
Yeah,
But
he wears
I
2
think he
different
wears-
shoes every day.
I think he wears the same shirt every day. Oh, he wears different shoes?
Every day, 2 different shoes. Never the same
Oh,
shoes.
really? That's pretty cool.
It's his style.
Yeah,
Our intern, Matt, knew you were talking about him.
Oh, fuck.
He's watching and he says, they're talking about me in there, aren't they? I said, no. No, they're not.
Who wrote Kenny's material?
Kenny writes all his own material.
You wrote that, Kenny?
Me and Sam collaborate. I have to give Sam credit.
You want to give Sam a little time in your Hollywood 411 then?
No.
You think you can handle that once a week?
Yeah.
That's a big spot on the show, Kenny.
Yeah, no,
Big
there's
spot.
a lot of entertainment.
He doesn't want to share the spotlight.
We'll do it until you fail miserably.
Yeah,
Which shouldn't be long at all.
Exactly.
I know. We get so excited, and then we burn this shit out so quickly all the time.
One trick jackass.
Yeah.
I mean, let's keep in mind, this is from the writer of the original Kosher Sports. And that was
True.
a runaway hit. So.
Remember that with David. Remember David?
Intern David?
David?
David who?
Jewish kid.
Remember?
What happened to him?
I don't know. I think what
wasn't
day
that-
does he come in?
That was
He's-
the guy that brushed his teeth with dog shit?
No, that was a different
guy.
David,
Oh.
he was Jewish, and he
Why?
Oh, no, okay. The
Why?
big boy made a duty.
No,
Right.
that was Cream Pie Jones. That was no. David was he was very Jewish, and he did Kosher Sports, and he went to a Yankee Cranky, and
What happened to David, for real?
He's
he doesn't
chilling.
want to come back?
Might
Wasn't
be
he supposed to visit us?
maybe he is soon.
Really? A little surprise, maybe?
Giving
Maybe.
up. Oh, we trying to get that booking?
Maybe he'll be back very soon. And
Did
maybe,
he say he's not doing any press?
maybe he's ready to do some press very soon?
Yeah.
Jimmy, you see Paul Abdul out there?
I have not, no. She's in, I think she's in OutQ.
Really?
Oh, well. Don't they have to bring her by here?
No,
No,
around
they
the other
bring
way.
her the
That's
other
why
way.
that's probably because she went from mashup around the other way.
Why do you think they gave us the studio?
They really did think about...
They did.
Would you bring her by here if you were them?
Everyone could
I
avoid
wouldn't.
us if they have to.
Yeah, this can be avoided. Except for, little Nicky. I think little Nicky can't avoid us.
What the No, he doesn't mind. He's in.
I
He's
know.
not avoiding us. That means
But if
he's
he
probably
had
sick
to.
today.
Yeah.
Could someone play the part of Little Nicky today? Because we just love doing that bit.
Get one of the dumb interns to brush their hair silly.
Okay.
And walk down that hall.
walk down the
But
hallway.
don't tell him why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then he runs off. We give the dumbest request. Could you have somebody brush their hair like Little Nicky and walk down the hallway? Okay, right on it.
Oh my God! Can I just say that for the first time in probably 3 months, I actually attempted to brush my hair yesterday.
Wow.
I can't tell you. I think I lost like a half a pound of hair. It was absolutely brutality.
You know what you should use? Ant's Desert Eagle.
You're right. I should.
Wait, but if you're not combing your hair, why hasn't it done that like Jamaican thing?
That's dreads.
Yeah, the dreads thing.
Dude, to be honest, sometimes like because my hair is naturally curly, sometimes they get like that, and like I have to really work at it.
You break them apart.
Yeah.
Do you ever? Because I know when I had longer hair, it was much like Danny's hair, and you'd get a knot in it, and then just rip it apart.
Yeah,
and you'd hear like, you'd hear this tearing noise.
Yeah, it sounds like snapping a piece of celery in half.
Oh no! Here comes fat little Nicky.
Oh, God. It's huge Nicky.
Oh, little Nicky. Hi.
Oh.
Gigantic.
Here comes little Peggy.
Gigantic Nicky. Hey, wait, look.
Wait, what the fuck?
What happened?
Hold on, the real little Nicky walked by as we were making believe the fat kid was little Nicky.
How did he sneak by? Maybe when we were all in the shitter.
That's right.
Oh, shit.
Oh, what?
All right, fat kid, you don't have to play little Nicky
you don't have
anymore.
to do it anymore.
Go back to doing what you were doing.
He did comb his hair like little Nicky, though,
He
so I
did. He
appreciate
had
the
glasses
effort.
on and stuff.
What the? That was weird. The real little Nicky walked
How
by.
odd was that? Right when we do that, little Nicky walked by.
He probably knew he had that monster blocking him.
Look at him fixing his hair now. He's fixing his hair.
Putting it back to normal.
Bring it back to blech.
Yeah.
Why would anyone want to work for this show?
I have no idea.
We don't even know your names after you work for us for 6 months. We're just...
They give their all, the dedication, everything is right there, and then we just shit upon them. They leave having been shat upon.
What are we doing when we get back? How about...
Talk and laugh.
Mother charged with feeding her child feces.
Cool.
How much feces?
You could do a twofer with feces because there's also another feces story from yesterday that we didn't get to.
Nice.
There's a homeless guy on a train, perhaps.
Oh, yeah. Good one, Dan. And then the funeral home had to do something a little different to get this particular person in a coffin.
And don't forget John Sterling.
John Sterling, epic fail. That's really good, too. We got lots still to do, so I don't know. Whatever.
Hang out.
Yeah.
Boy, Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton, having a good show today. Just had an ugly confrontation in the hall. I knew it was going to happen. Whatever. I just want to explain my point, that's all, and then we'll move on. Artie Lang walked out of the bathroom and say hi. I'm like, I ain't saying hi to you. You know, you're on Howard's show saying how we don't have any listeners, blah blah blah. And I go get some new shtick, and then he gets pissed like you don't take shots at me, blah blah blah. So then I got into the whole Jim Norton and Artie Lang thing, which pisses me off to this day. When Norton was playing with Artie Lang, we couldn't have been nicer. We're saying Jimmy's on the road with Artie Lang, and Artie's a very funny comedian. We gave him nothing but props. And that guy didn't have the balls to mention your name once on Howard's show when that show was being promoted. He kept saying, I don't know, I'm doing a show in Philly, blah, blah, blah. We did right by him. So I'm not going to sit there and do this fake shit in the hallways if the guy is on Howard's show trashing us and saying we don't have any listeners. And then he's like, I know you have listeners.
Just another one that has to take orders.
And then everyone came piling out of the Howard Stern studio and whatever. And then they're running after me with a TV camera. I'm not going on TV. This is a real fucking moment. I'm not going to sit around and make believe, we get along when he's on the show trashing us and saying we don't have listeners. Guess what? We work too fucking hard to hear that shit.
You just got to sit there and
it was ugly, bro.
Take orders.
It was real ugly, actually. But I'm not going to fucking deal with that shit. Oh, hi, we all get along. Really? I'll sit down with any one of those guys and talk it out. Any one of them. No problem. But I ain't going to play this make-believe we get along shit.
The
And we did
uncomfortable moments in the elevator.
Yeah, every morning, we have to, go in the elevator with some of those guys. It is uncomfortable. But we did right by Artie Lang. Trust me. Jimmy knows it.
Yep.
We did right. Knowing the two shows didn't get along, but yeah, Jimmy and Artie, that's a pretty solid comedy show, and we did right. Said how funny he was, and he's with Jimmy, a pretty cool thing. And, man, it wasn't promoted that way whatsoever on the other side. And then the guy who we were really not helping out, he doesn't need my help or the show's help, but the guy I was, pumping up, has he can't wait to take shots at us on a Howard show. So then I see him in the hallway, and he says, hey, what's up, Opie? Fuck you. For real, fuck you. We did right by you.
Yep.
He goes, you don't take shots at me? I'm like, yeah, of course we do. But most cases, we're not the first ones to take shots, believe it or not.
It's like the sheepdog and the wolf that punch the clock in the cartoon. They're just battling each other, and then they're, all right, good night, Fred.
The shots you guys have, and I mean, Artie's a friend of mine, but the reality is the shots you guys have.
And he
have
said
taken
how funny you are and all that, and and he likes you and all that. I'm like, all right, it's not about. Sorry, Jimmy.
That's all right. The shots you guys have taken at Artie that I've seen have been retaliatory shots. Because I mean, I know off the air, like you've said nice things about him, and then something will come up on the air, and you go, why the fuck is he bashing us? You've reacted that way to me, even why is he saying this stuff?
He goes out of his way to bash us, and it's like, all right, but we did right by you, motherfucker. We did right by you. We actually sold tickets for one of your shows. Oh, I don't have any listeners. So I told him to get him, a new shtick when it comes to making fun of us. Oh, here comes a little Nicky.
Hi. Oh, he flipped the bird now. There you go. There's little Nicky. I got to see him today. Wish I would have seen it. It was bad. It was real bad. They don't have their own bathroom over there? On that wing? On that wing of the building?
It was a long time coming. Long fucking time coming.
Yeah, he should have known. They should have known at some point, there would be some fireworks.
Well, I know you had said
they
too
all
that
came running out fuck. It was me against, because it was one of those times I went down there by myself. Because every time we go to the bathroom, there's a potential for something insane to happen. And the one time I'm completely just, it was me against literally, they were fucking piling out of that area.
Yeah.
That one door.
That half of the building.
Security guys and cameras and fucking stupid Baba Booey and his big fucking fake teeth. Another one that is so nice to our faces, but can't wait to get on Howard's show to trash us any chance he gets. Ugh. I'll sit down with any of you. I'll fucking talk out any problem, but I'm not going to sit around and make believe we all get along, and then you go on the show and trash us.
Why couldn't I have had to have taken a piss? I missed it.
Oh, you would have been right in there, my brother.
It would have been fun.
Agree to disagree. Yeah, whatever. That's all. I just told him, he said hi, and I was like, I ain't taking a hi from you. What's the problem? We did right by you, Artie. You know that. You didn't do shit for Jimmy when it came down to that show. Simple as that. You didn't do shit for whatever reason, whether you can't or what, or chose not to. You didn't do shit. And you can listen to the tapes. We were saying how funny you are and how that's a great show to go to, Jimmy Norton and Artie. And you didn't do shit in return. And you know that. I think that's what bothers you. So keep your headphones on. You take your leak. I'll take my leak, and that's it. But if anyone wants to talk, I'll sit down with anyone and talk. No problem. No problem. Ugly. As in meeting time.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What, you guys don't take shots at me? Yeah, we do. We didn't take the first shots. Never had a problem with Artie Lang. We don't go back 10 years with Artie Lang. 10, 11, 12 years with Artie Lang.
No.
Swung on and hit in the air to deep right center. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Oh, Hideki Matsui. He hits a 3-run blast to deep right center. It's an A-bomb. It would have been if Alex had hit it. Instead, the Sayonara Kid hit it.
You asshole! An A-bomb to a Japanese guy.
An A-bomb. Oh, shit.
Do you realize the implications of that?
Oh, my God, that's right.
When Danny said epic fail, he wasn't...
wow.
He wasn't lying.
Oh.
That is an epic fail.
A-bomb.
For the Japanese guy.
Oh. Yeah, that's a bad one. And then he didn't know what to do. It's an A-bomb.
Want to hear that again?
Yes.
Swung on and hit in the air to deep right center. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Oh, Hideki Matsui. He hits a 3-run blast to deep right center. It's an A-bomb. It would have been if Alex had hit it.
Asshole.
Instead, the Sayonara Kid hit it.
I wouldn't say Sayonara Kid after that mistake.
Sayonara
But that's what you get, fucking idiot. He had a great home run call. He had a great one.
Yeah.
Which was, it is high, it is far. It was dramatic. Hideki Matsui hit it. And then he has to go into his stupid shtick and wreck it.
And he tripped up.
Why'd you have to do that, John? He had a great home run call. Mm-hmm. If he just did that, Hideki Matsui, I would enjoy listening to him again.
But no, he had to.
Is it?
No, it wasn't.
The Sayonara Kid. What is that?
I guess the ball goes goodbye.
Fuck, it's
when he hits
starting.
it.
God damn it!
What?
It's fine.
That's not being.
It was ugly.
I don't want any meetings with
who are these fucking guys?
They're probably going to get.
All right, let's hope.
Trust me.
It's like Secret Service coming down the hallway.
That's all it is.
No, it's nothing.
Where's everything?
People argue at work. It happens.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, please.
Thread is over. All right. Yeah, that's an
He's
epic.
actually okay. He's the guy. He's like the head of security.
Oh, Bruce rules.
Oh, you know him? Okay.
Yeah,
he's
Bruce
nice.
is. I mean,
He doesn't look like he'll be a nice guy either.
Bruce? No.
He looks very unpleasant.
Yeah.
But he's a nice guy.
I would say we get along with just a lot of people around here. A lot of people.
The only problems we've had here have been if shots have been taken and responding to shots that were taken. Like that guy who used to be in this studio. Nobody here fucked with him. He bashed the show, so the show hit back.
Oh, Alex Bennett?
Yeah, I don't remember his name. But yeah,
gave us
that's
the finger yesterday?
Yeah. But it's like, dude, you can't bash the show and then expect us to not bash you back every time you walk by the studio. How can you not expect that?
Right.
God, I was just reading about the Flight 447.
Oh, it's horrendous, dude.
Oh.
Horrendous.
They're speculating it was a high-altitude wing stall. They slowed down a whole bunch because they were in heavy turbulence, and they slowed down a little too much, pulled back too much.
100-mile-an-hour updrafts from wind.
Yeah, and
Wait, they could figure this out already?
That's what they're speculating by looking at the radar and the info they do have, and the wreckage and the type of wreckage, the fuel spill in the water instead of it, it didn't burn off. So there wasn't. They're speculating there wasn't an explosion. That the thing stalled at 35,000 feet, which is hard to recover from in thin air up there, even in good air. When it's still, but they were in the middle of a thunderstorm. Oof. So the thing just kind of started falling and broke apart.
Because a plane will break apart if it falls. Air Egypt, they said that happened too, because the resistance will rip the wings off
there's
as
too
you're
much,
falling.
Planes have their maximum speed, and then you got to look out because they start coming apart. And they're telling pilots now these Airbus aircraft, similar ones, to watch their speed and attitude and stuff when they're cutting back on the power at altitude.
Can you imagine the horror of that? Because you think like we all had turbulence, and you think turbulence is whatever. Planes are built to take it.
Yeah.
But to actually have a plane now, and again, this might just be Air France's spin on it because it's in their interest to have it not be a mechanical failure.
Yeah.
So if there's facts that are kind of ambiguous, like, we don't know, they're going to push towards it was completely weather-related, it was a lightning strike.
Right.
They have to. They're dummies if they don't.
Yeah.
But the black box may reveal that there was some sort of catastrophic failure which was plane-oriented.
If they can ever find those damn things. They're pretty low down there, and I think, what do they last, 30 days?
The beep goes.
Keep beeping for 30 days?
Yeah, they'll have like 2 weeks to search, 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
And then
how do they retrieve that?
They'll have an automatic
It's
motorized.
2 miles down, right? Ant?
Yeah.
Or no, 9,000?
What was it?
9 to 10, 9,000 feet?
Now they're saying 12,000 feet.
Oh, so that's over 2 miles.
12,000 feet of water. And they would have to get a submersible.
Jimmy's getting a picture with Paul Abdul, I think.
Is that what he's doing? He's walking over like a ghoul.
Dude.
What a stalker. Is he stalking?
Yeah.
Is she receptive?
Okay, he'll probably get a picture.
He'll probably get a picture?
Yeah, he'll probably get a picture.
Cool.
Yeah, his head's been spinning around. He's looking for her in the hallway. I don't want to miss my shot. I gotta get a picture with Paul Abdul.
Have people calmed down over there yet?
There's heavy talks going on in the corner.
Which corner?
With who?
Right there? So those guys were here for us?
With
what are
who?
they saying?
With Mr. Carlisi and Mr. Club Soda.
Who else?
And then the security guys.
Dude.
Oh, okay.
It's not like
no.
It
was ugly.
Yeah.
It was ugly. And you would have been, trust me, you would have been right in there.
I'm sure.
That phony bullshit. Look, if you want to talk off air and settle some things, no problem. But I ain't listening to that phony bullshit anymore.
The old fake hellos.
And the nice elevator ride, and then it's reported back to you like within an hour that there's a good trashing going on. It's like, I was just in the elevator with you.
You're trashing me.
You get the pic?
I did. She smells really good.
How's she look in person?
Right. She looked. I don't know who she looked. Actually, honestly, she looked really good.
Really?
Yeah, she looked really good.
Let me see your picture.
Well, they only approved one photo. And poor Iraq was standing there by himself with no...
You didn't get a Paul Abdul picture for Iraq? Did Iraq get one?
Oh. He let Iraq stand there with him.
You have to.
Jimmy
Of course I
shared
did.
the photo?
Of course I did.
Why would you do that?
He's a real fan. I can't...
Look at Jimmy trying to be real cool, like...
You could Photoshop him right out of
Iraq
there.
being real cool about it.
No, I had to. It's like it's because it's much more important to Iraq than it is to me.
Photoshop Iraq out.
I'd like to just put an elephant's head on there.
Yeah, you
But
might be
Iraq
able to
has
do
gotten me some cool. That's okay. I don't care if he's in it. That's fine.
it. Yeah, screw him.
I can just. But boy, he really is a lot closer to her than I am. Well, what a lumbering picture ruiner he is.
He really likes her.
Oh, here's a good one too, because she was putting her purse down. All right, so here's me and Paula looking at the ground. I just cropped Iraq out.
Ah, there you go.
The first shot, Paula was putting her purse down. So there you go. There's me and Paula.
It looks like a candid shot, like you two are just hanging out.
Yeah, like we're looking at the floor. Like, what's that? And I'm like, oh, those are the mirrors on my shoes.
That old gag.
Funeral home story.
Oh, this sounds like a real picker-upper.
Wow, this show took a bit of a turn, huh?
Ah.
Sorry about that. I was just trying to take a leak, man.
There we go.
And yeah, we do take shots, and our shots were way better than yours, by the way. If you really want to know the truth.
This South Carolina funeral home has been forced to shut down after its director admitted one of his employees cut the legs of a corpse without the family's permission.
He was a man that was full of love.
James Hines was a minister who died of skin cancer in 2004. This funeral home handled the burial for Hines' 6'7" frame.
According to the measurement on the casket and the funeral director, we asked him, was this suitable for his length? And he said, yeah, that'd be perfect.
The home's director said employees never told Hines' family that his body might not fit in a standard casket. But when rumors started to spread, authorities opened an investigation and exhumed his body last April and found that Hines' legs had been cut to fit.
Oh, man.
I have a feeling this happens a lot.
I bet it does.
They just don't tell the families.
Also, the shoes just look too close to the knees, and they don't want to say it. Like, why are the shoes so close to the knees? They're kind of crooked.
Guarantee. Well, how do they find out? How did they find that out?
Did they say it in that part of the story where they had to exhume?
Oh, they did exhume.
The creepiest thing to do out there is to exhume.
Exhume the body. Now, was it because somebody had spilt the beans there? Did I miss something in that story?
Look, I'm in another world right now. What can I tell you? What do you want from me?
I want to know how they knew.
You want to play the clip over again?
I don't think we have to, but I have no clue how they found out.
Dan, who was listening?
There was actually to the clip with the body was they buried a guy and his legs were
yeah
oof.
All right, for real,
whole thing
who was listening?
because he died.
I will raise
ago.
my hand. I definitely wasn't listening.
I wasn't
whatsoever.
either.
I partially listening because
what do you know?
I know that the guy died like in 2004. I think they said. So now that's 5 years later. How did they find out within that 5 years that they'd cut his legs off?
They exhumed.
But why did they exhume the body?
Apparently.
Danny might know.
Some info on this.
Were you listening?
Well, yeah. I mean, I pulled the story, but there was rumors. Apparently, there was rumors that had been going on there. And I guess I think one of the workers had admitted to it.
That they cut the leg.
Yeah, so nobody quite was sure if it was the truth or if this guy was just talking shit. And so I guess the investigation ended with
And
with
even though...
how do you even say that?
Exhumation.
No. When it's exhumation.
What?
It's exhume or exhumation.
Exhumation.
I like
it
exhumation.
Is exhumation, but it's not exhume. It's exhume, or to exhume the body, or the exhumation.
Shut up, you're a liar.
It's funny, but it's true.
No, it's exhumation.
No, not exhumation. It's exhume, or not. It's not exhumation. It's exhumation or exhume.
I will never say it like that.
Okay, I wouldn't either.
Stop
It's an awkward way to say it, but that is the proper way to say it. Exhumation.
Let's play another.
I don't know what to believe with him.
You know I have good grammar. That's one thing in life I have.
Jimmy has
bad blood results, good grammar.
Fantastic grammar.
I was voted boy most likely to not fuck up grammatically.
Look at his eyes. Do that explanation again.
It's exhume is to remove, but it's not exhumation. It's exhumation. Exhumation would sound. It sounds like
an exclamation point.
In a way, it does sound like that. It's exclamation.
The eyes always give it away.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. It's not that big a deal, but if you say exhumation, you know.
I'll sound silly.
Well, yeah.
Right? I'll try never to use the word ever again anyway.
Exclamation.
No. Exhumation.
No, not exclamation. Exhumation.
I can never say it right to you.
Why?
You're always criticizing.
I'm not, though. I'm trying to help you. We're on the radio. But, there's got to be millions and millions of new listeners.
I don't care.
You sounded brilliant in Breitbart. Now all of a sudden you want to start saying the wrong words.
I don't think anyone would have known that I said it wrong.
Eggs who Benedict.
You got to answer on...
By the way, I lied about saying it. It's exhumation.
Of course it is.
Really?
Yes.
He's very good.
Hey,
working on my acting.
Gary in Florida knows, why they found out that the feet were cut off.
Oh.
Let's say hi to Gary in Florida. Gary.
Hello? Yeah, well, during the service, they family kind of noticed that the left foot was on the right leg and the right foot was on the left leg.
See, because...
Yeah.
Hold on, I give you this.
Oh, it feels good to laugh.
All right, Aunt.
Is there anything wrong with the cutting off of someone's legs? I mean, I understand. Look, the family ain't going to like it. But if no one finds out...
Yeah.
And you just, who really cares?
If they do it to fit you on a plane because you're going on vacation...
Right, there's a problem.
Exhumation.
And wouldn't it make sense, actually, for the funeral home?
No, Danny!
To try to sell the family
a
larger casket?
Yeah, maybe they were going to... Maybe it was
more.
the deal breaker, though. Maybe they said, I could go to the funeral home down the street, and they're going to give me, Better deal.
Do you think they kept trying to make the guy feel like they kept trying to fit it? Like they probably took his legs, they crossed it like he had his one leg crossed over, and like that doesn't look right. It doesn't.
Dude,
look...
you know they probably tried to fit him in before they hacked the leg. They didn't instantly measure and just go. They probably tried pushing his head down.
They crammed his head against the fucking top and his feet, but the middle of them would buckle up, like trying to put like.
They're trying to sit him Indian style in the casket.
All right.
Bend his feet at a right angle.
Okay, Ant. A lot of listeners saying they didn't listen either.
Oh, really?
So we're gonna play the clip again.
All right.
Focus.
Okay, let's
focus on something in the room to get our focus good.
I'm gonna just like look into my hand.
All right.
Here we go.
Focus.
This South Carolina funeral home has been forced to
Paula
shut
Abdul is
down
right outside.
after
Why
its
don't we at least
director
get her in
admitted
here?
One of his
Where is she?
I just wanted to see if people would get distracted.
Oh. She's really right out there?
No.
Oh.
I'm acting again.
His employees cut the legs of a corpse without the family's permission.
He was a man that was full of love.
James Hunt.
Yeah, but he's dead, so he's not full of anything anymore.
Exactly,
So who
except
gives a
formaldehyde. He's full of stuffing. And how does having no legs make you not able to love it? I'd love to hug you, but my legs are gone. I have no love for you, bitch. Who are you? But I love you. Die, bitch. Get cancer in your face. I have no legs.
They didn't cut off the feet, by the way. They cut off the legs.
What are they going to do?
A big part of the legs. Supposedly, the guy was 6'7". They cut him down to 5'5".
No way.
Come on.
Come on, stop it. That's a midget casket.
Aw.
I hope
even
that
the family would have.
I hope that part
realized.
wasn't in the story. Glenn.
Oh, no, Flynn. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're talking to me. It's not that they cut him to 5'5", but when the guy's the size of Lurch and they fit him in a casket as big as Al Pacino, somebody's going to think something's amiss, and they're going to exhume him.
Thank you.
Oh,
I think what they should have done is knocked 2 holes in the bottom of the coffin and stuck his legs out.
Like he's a fucking SpongeBob SquarePants?
Yes. And then just stick his feet out the bottom.
SpongeBob Square Cadaver.
As the pallbearers are carrying it, you just see his feet dragging on the ground. Big fucking lanky douche.
It'd be like a basketball player sleeping on a kid's bed. Big feet hanging off.
George in Alabama. George.
Hey, boys.
Welcome aboard, George.
Learn that word exhume from Ted, the funeral home director. If he'd had anything happen like that at his funeral
I've had it
home.
happen many times.
Ted, really?
I certainly have. What we normally do is we just put the legs up through the top of the coffin and just rest it gently on it. We hope nobody notices.
Cover him with flowers.
Yes, and sometimes they'll go, his feet are out, and I'll go, it's a miracle, he's alive. Praise God.
You don't want to do that to the family. You don't want to give them hope like that, Ted.
Yes, and sometimes they'll think that he's come back to life, and they'll demand their money back. And they'll have to go, no, he's really dead, he's just had a short coffin. I sell everything death.
What do you mean everything death?
Sometimes to save money on formaldehyde, I fill them with jelly, Gregory.
Why?
I hear maggots enjoy jelly. Gregory almost said. Abu, Ted.
Abu.
I got nervous talking about death.
Is there a name for this establishment?
Yes, Ted's Afterlife Emporium.
Afterlife.
We take care of your final expenses.
Danny found an interesting picture. What is that, Dan?
Well, these, let's see, Rhoda Ngayo, 26, and her sons Bernard and Kelvine, killed during post-election unrest, are prepared for burial at the mortuary in Kisumu.
That doesn't sound like somewhere around here.
One side of the children's coffins had to be broken by a mortuary worker to let the legs out as the caskets were too small for the boys.
They actually
This is
did
over in Kenya.
My joke.
The legs are sticking out.
Yes.
Can we see it?
Look at that.
They're little legs.
That's not fake. Come on. That's a real.
That's
Ted,
real.
Huh?
And they get up, start walking around and banging into walls.
Their little socks.
Yeah, look at their little dead legs.
Why don't you just fold the legs?
People want to know what was done with the remaining pieces of legs.
I'm sure.
I would just have the dead guy holding them.
Personally, we have Ted's Afterlife Emporium has a softball team, and you'd be surprised those little legs work very well as bats.
You use them for.
We certainly do, Anthony. We bring them in the on-deck circle because they're heavy.
Especially after that rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis, yes. But
Makes
sometimes
it
you have to set it straight, Gregory, or the leg will bend back and you'll look silly. Dude, that's sick.
Wow, that's the coffin's open. Come on.
I wonder what kind of mortise they have.
Oh, Jesus. Holy Jesus Christ.
I missed it. What? Fuck, I wasn't listening again.
He said, I wonder what kind of mortise they have. Oh, fuck. God damn. Good one, Danny.
Oh.
Oh. So inappropriate.
What?
It's very funny.
Jersey Matt from Bayonne. Hey, man, you lost me at he was a man. Shit, we got to start over again.
Oh.
All right, focus, Ant.
This South Carolina funeral home has been forced to shut down after its director admitted one of his employees cut the legs of a corpse without the family's permission.
He was a man that was full of love.
James Hines was a minister who died of skin cancer in 2004. This funeral home handled the burial for Hines' 6'7" frame.
According to the measurement on the casket, and the funeral director, we asked him, but this suitable for his length? And he said, yeah, that'd be perfect.
The home's director said employees never told Hines' family that his body might not fit in a standard casket. But when rumors started to spread, authorities opened an investigation and exhumed his body last April and found that Hines' legs had been cut to fit.
Wow, he was 6'7". Holy crap.
The tall guy.
Would you mind? Not
No.
you personally because you're dead, but I mean, like, if, like, a family member, they did what they had to do to get, all the parts in there?
I don't know, man. Yeah, maybe.
Deceiving. It's done, yeah. It's the deceit part is it. They could ask, look, we got this coffin, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a little too tall for it. We have a couple options here. Got a bigger coffin, or we can alter his now lifeless form so he fits into this coffin.
But you know what sometimes works? You have to cram him in there like it's luggage and ask a fat family member to sit on the lid.
Ted. That's all I have. Ted, great.
Wouldn't that be a great way to do it, though?
Yeah.
Just cramming those stiff legs in with people sitting on it until you buckle down the side of the coffin.
You gotta, snap it closed with whatever. The coffin snap.
You know what?
I don't
Little
know.
finger sticking out.
We need some funeral directors to call, because I'm starting to think that this is a standard thing.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're making coffins over 6 feet, whatever it would be.
Well, sure, the entire NBA dies at one point. A lot of dead basketball players over the years.
I bet it costs a lot of money, like the custom-made
That's what I'm
kind of
saying.
long one.
I'm sure you could get it done.
It's like the California King.
But I think in general, this is happening more than we realize, without anyone knowing.
Yeah.
Here's the second part of the story.
It was it's pretty tough to sit and look at something like that.
Authorities revoked the licenses of Cave Funeral Home and its director and closed the funeral home. The State Board of Funeral Service also fined the home's director $500 and ordered him to pay $1,500 for the investigation.
I'm just going through quite a bit. This is just like starting all over again, and it has left me with hurt and numbness.
Hines' widow says she was shocked after learning her husband of 31 years may have been treated this way. When she threatened to sue the funeral home, the business agreed to settle out of court as long as she did not tell anyone how much she received. Evidence has also been turned over to criminal investigators.
Story's got legs.
Danny had to go in.
Oh, what, Dan?
Huh? I missed it.
You had to go in.
I was busy.
What was it, Jimmy?
You mean, or lack thereof?
Yeah.
It's just tagging.
I know. It was just funny that he had his face appropriately and ashamedly buried in this paper. Fired that one out quietly.
Yeah, the funeral home settled out of court.
Okay.
They didn't have a leg to stand on.
Well, you know what it was? It's, they said that it was difficult to get him into the coffin, and the fact that they got him in at all was an amazing feat.
Yeah.
They just
feels good to laugh.
The family didn't want to hear it. They're like, look, we don't care what ankle you take. We just Fair enough.
Funeral
enough.
home tried their best to make amends, just saying, hey, we got off on the wrong foot.
You know what, though? It's if you're religious, to desecrate the body like that, it's a shin. It's a shin.
Oh.
Be more funny.
God. Funeral director was a real heel. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. All just, aren't we all? I got a bad one.
What?
Try it. Just try it.
Okay.
Just try it.
No.
Just try it.
I don't know.
Just try it.
This is going great.
Come on. Just try it.
Do you think that?
Don't worry that we cut his leg off because his knee grows.
I don't know what to do with that.
That's all you do. What? Jimmy just go. I looked at him and go, what? He put his little lower lip out and just shook his head like, I don't know what to do with it.
All right. Dan in Oklahoma, getting custom-built coffins aren't easy. And we got a funeral home director on the line. I don't want you to use your real name there, sir, because then maybe we could get some more info out of you.
Just call yourself Ghoulish Corpse Fucker.
Hello.
Oh, it feels good to laugh.
Okay.
Ghoulish Corpse Fucker, you're on the line.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi there.
Can we shorten his name, Jimmy? It's going to be tough to get through this phone call if we have to
sir,
reference
what's your
him by
name?
that name every time.
What's your name?
He doesn't want to say. Don't say your name, sir.
Well, he's supposed to.
Oh, yeah, you're supposed to say it.
We gave
What's
him
your
a
name?
My name.
Ghoulish Corpse Fucker is your name.
I am Ghoulish Corpse Fucker.
Well, welcome to the program. That's right, GCF.
Yeah, for now on, you're GCF, right.
Cutting the legs off a corpse, that is desecration of a human body and is illegal. But there are ways to, when you embalm a body, to prop their legs up, and they can fit in any casket. You can shorten somebody by at least 2 feet by just drawing their legs up to their body. Those people that were fucked up.
And you got to be uncomfortable your whole eternity.
Yeah.
With your legs bent.
Exactly.
Like you're doing
All
a
you wanna do
cannonball.
is stretch. Yeah, the cannonball.
Get laying down in the crying game position for all of eternity. So it works out.
I don't think. It beats desecration, I guess.
I want to be cremated.
Do you?
All right,
Yeah,
punch
man.
out, boys.
Yeah,
I gotta get back to Ghoulish Corpse Fucking.
Yeah.
Attaboy. Show him
I
his
like
boss.
Mike from North Carolina.
Where's Mike?
Has a little comment.
All right. Let's say hi to Mike. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Mike. Mike?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Am I here?
Yes, you are, Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Oh, thanks, man. They should have been given away, or they should have. Oh man. They should,
my God!
It was off the track.
Change your finger on them.
Start over. You didn't blow it yet. You didn't say it yet, so start over.
Oh, really?
He didn't say the joke.
All right. I know your game, Jimmy. I love you. I love you, buddy, but I'm not falling for that.
You didn't say the joke.
Step out of the batter's box for a second. Relax.
Step out of the batter's box.
Relax.
Put your hand up to the pitcher.
If you said you said the joke and you tripped over it halfway through, that's one thing. But you didn't even start the joke.
Yeah.
All right. They should have been given away when the funeral song was put loose. Thanks, jackass.
It should have been given away. The way he worded that was awful. Kind of funny.
And actually, Ant pointed at Mike and said, that's a really good one. The execution was horrendous.
I thought it was funny that, the song was playing and there was Footloose.
Right, you had something,
That's
Mike.
funny. There's
You had
something
something
there. But his delivery stunk.
One would have surmised they would have known when... No, sir.
Ha-ha. Yeah. It would have gone, aha.
Do you guys want to go with a few more?
I'd love to.
Yeah, all right, let's go to Jim in New York. Jim?
What's up, Opie?
Not you. Jim.
Yes.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Listen, I wanted to know when they exhumed the casket, did they find his soulless body inside?
Oh, it feels good to laugh.
That's good.
All right, let's see.
Yeah. Mortuary supply company. Ugh.
Okay, let's.
Eddie in New Jersey. Eddie?
How you doing, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, listen, I heard there was a statement made by the funeral director that said they perform these kind of procedures so they can get a leg up on their competition.
All right. That's not bad.
Well, they were actually very religious, and when after
really?
they did,
Really,
they said, "Thy will be done." All this talk about bodies is really getting me going.
What the fuck do you get a hard on?
Why don't you is the question.
Jimmy just stood up, and his dick is pump tenting his pants.
A little Cialis.
What the fuck? We're talking about death, you creep.
Look how he stands up, though. He pushes his pelvis. Jimmy gets up, pushes his pelvis out, and shows a bulge in his
He stands there like Superman.
That's right.
Hands on hips, pushing the pelvis out and showing his plump meat.
Oh, goodness, I like that. That's going up on the next Craigslist ad I post. Single man plump meat.
Single mad?
Single mad, yes. I'm a mother against drunk driving, and I'm single.
Paul the trucker, Ed. Paul.
I hauled children's toys. Animals and big wheel seats. I pull over and I smell them.
Hey, Paul.
Hi, Greg.
What's up, Paul? Paul the trucker.
Hey, Jimmy, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hold on.
Thank you. Thank you, all dear friends, for coming to my birthday.
What's up, Paul?
Hey, the widow's got to learn how to move on and just put one foot in front.
What's that? Your phone cut out. Dude, your phone cut out.
I hope it cut out. If not, that could be...
Sir?
Did the phone cut out? Go back to the videotape.
It sounds like he just stopped.
I think he panicked. I don't think his phone cut out. Who's with me? I think he panicked.
I think he did. I think he completely lost confidence or hit an abutment.
Hopefully both.
Let's say hi to Joker. Joker?
Yeah, hey.
Hi.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, Joker.
Hey, this bit's going down in defeat.
Oh, you hear he said it?
Yeah, a little pause, like, joke coming.
This bit's going down in, get ready, because here it comes. Defeat.
Bob the trucker. Bob.
Hey, it's Bobby Bigger, Crusader, guys.
Hey, Bobby. It's been a while. How are you, brother?
Yeah. Hey, Elf, you got change of a buck?
Well, I'm not allowed to talk about that video.
Oh, okay. All right, listen.
By the way, that video is still happening, and I will pay somebody, but for some reason we're not allowed to talk about it on our radio show because that would mean promotion, I think.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There you go. But it is happening.
Hey, listen. I found out they're not going to prosecute because they were advertising as being a cut above everybody else.
Oh.
Yeah?
A little hacky.
But it's Bobby Bigringer.
I know.
No crash?
But it's Bobby
Come on,
Bigringer.
crash me anyway, for old time's sake.
There you go.
Time's sake.
Let's
Could
go
you
to...
crash me for old time's sake?
Can't do it, Sally.
Let's go to Andy from Cleveland. Andy.
You ever notice when a body's buried, you cut the feet off, and the religious family gets mad at you? You ever notice how a body smells when you put your fingers in his hiney after he's been rotting in the sun or the woods for a week? You ever notice that I belong in a coffin even more than that body does, and yet I'm still talking? You ever notice? All right, already. We don't
notice anything.
I haven't. I'm too busy fucking girls.
Thank God you're there to notice everything, because I haven't noticed nothing in my life. Jesus. What the
You ever notice Ed Bradley's family didn't say anything when we did the same thing to him? We cut his ear off and put his earring on the lid. You ever notice? I'm Andy Rooney. You ever notice you've never seen me walking? My asshole has actually been stuck to this seat since 1973. Did you ever notice that? I like watches. I talk a lot about watches. When the big hand's on the 12, I've just shit my pants. And when the big hand's on the 4, I've just pissed on myself and grabbed my wife's breast. Then I realize it's her knee. Do you ever notice when someone turns around in bed like Oscar Madison, you put your penis in the wrong hole? Do you ever notice that?
Enough with your stupid observation.
Oh, he's the worst. Man's a fool.
Hello?
Hi.
I'm sitting here like, okay, faggot, what's next? No, my buddy used to work for a mortuary supply company, and he showed me the showroom one day, and it's really creepy. You'd think they could just say, like, embalming fluid on the jar, but they actually come up with, like, product names, like Fulfill, and one was called Deep Reach, and it's just all these heinous, disgusting, like, and he, like, unscrewed the cap, and it's, like, this gelatinous, like, cotton mess. It's just, it's all this...
Fulfill?
Stuff.
And why do they have to use something expensive like formaldehyde? Why don't they just fill the body with stuffed newspapers?
Well, no, and the day he shows me the room, there's this urn for ashes.
Why do they call it an urn? You didn't do anything but die to get it. You ever notice they rename things improperly? You ever notice when they want to call something, they spell it differently? Why isn't it an E-A-R-N?
Jesus Christ.
I think I'm going to legally change my name.
Holy shit. Are you?
Oh, Jim. That is funny. You are an ass.
I'm punching out, guys.
Well, all right.
I don't even know what you had.
He was talking about the funeral home supplies.
Holy shit.
Why do they call it a satin pillow? Shouldn't it be a lion pillow? Because that's what you do in a coffin.
You don't sat.
You don't sit in a coffin unless you're me, and you've been doing it for 25 years.
You might want to Google David Carradine.
Oh, yeah.
Is it true?
I don't know. Let me say, hang on.
What?
Hopefully he's not over 6 foot tall.
Oh, no. No.
Wow, it's true.
Kung Fu?
Kung Fu's dead.
Oh, how old was he?
73. David Carradine dead at 73.
Oh, no. Poor
Kill Bill, actually. I go with the Kill Bill with David Carradine.
Well, you gotta go Kung Fu.
Gotta go Kill Bill.
They'll say the actor best known for his role as Kane on Kung Fu. Oh, shit.
Kung
Fu. What the fuck was that?
It's my new sneeze. Look at
Opie just exploded.
You ever wonder why they call it a coffin and not a sneeze in?
Yeah. I don't think much coughing's really going on in there after they shut the lid.
You'd think they'd call it a rotten, because that's what you're doing.
Rotten. What size rotten would you like to purchase? How inappropriate is that?
That would be awful. What size body box can we get you? For this fucking burden.
Rotatorium.
Yeah. Hey, the burden holder. Can we get you? What size burden holder for Nana? What size finally can we get you? They should call it the finally.
What size about time? Wouldn't you give all your business to a funeral home that used the term about time instead of time?
Can I have the 6 foot I could give a shit? The burden box.
Well, we got more news coming in about that story about the guy's legs being cut off.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Nick in Kansas. What do you got on that?
Yeah, guys, how are you today? I was just reading that the exhumation was very easy. They only had to take 2 feet.
That's a good one.
Feels good to laugh.
Well, you can guarantee nobody heard taps at the funeral. Boo.
Well, wait. Hold on. Let's think about it for a second. What?
I mean, I get it.
I was sitting on it for 5 minutes.
Come on, taps.
It smelled like your ass.
By the way, Jimmy's Andy Rooney impression made me laugh so hard. I just fucking was blowing farts for the last 5 minutes. It's horrendous over here.
They call me fart. Oh, you could call me fart.
You can call me fart. You can call me ass wet, but you doesn't have to call me E-Rock mouth.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, my God.
Wow, there's quite a few of them coming in.
Well,
that doesn't make any sense.
What, mine?
Let's say hi to Victor in Baltimore. Victor?
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Pretty good, Victor.
Apparently, the man died, went to heaven, and approached the pearly gates, and he was speaking to St. Peter. St. Peter said, "Sir, take a knee." Oh, wait, I see somebody's already taken two.
That was like a little awful story.
You stumbled through that worse than the guy with no legs would have. You ever notice when someone's bombing, they tend to try to add more words to the joke, hoping we all forget it was meant to be a joke?
That was terrible. He started, and then
as he
approached the pearly gates, pew.
Yeah, to take a knee. Wait, I see someone's already taken to.
And then he tripped up over it.
God, what a
lot of pressure.
What a blithering horse's ass.
Let's go to Drew in Alabama. Drew.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Hi, Drew.
Wouldn't you think the funeral home would have footed the bill?
See?
Watching out.
It's not bad. On there it says, did the funeral home foot the bill, which is funny.
Right.
Footed the bill.
Footed the bill is stupid.
Any of these?
I can't see, so how about this?
Yeah.
Fifth one down, whatever it is.
Oh, boy. All right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let's just do numbers now. Number 5, what do you got?
You guys really should ease up on it because dealing with dead bodies is a thankless job.
Wow.
Thankless job? What does that even mean?
Ankle, Jimmy, ankle. Thankless job.
I got it.
Never.
Hey, David Carradine hung himself, it says here. I'm reading it.
No,
Yeah,
come
hung
on.
himself in a Thai hotel room.
Danny, is that what they're saying?
Well, not that I've read.
David Carradine dead at
Danny, maybe
73.
you should update your Google News search because it says it's hanged in a closet.
Was he well hung? I think that's the question.
Well, Fox News is reporting that his manager told Fox News that it is believed the actor died of natural causes.
Fox News?
You ever notice when you stop breathing, they don't consider it natural causes? We all die in natural causes, don't we?
According to Fox News,
Naturally.
Danny, you can never be married.
Why? What's wrong?
Gay marriage, whatever.
What the
Oh, he called you gay because you referenced Fox News.
Oh.
Sir.
Terrible. All right, Bill in Canada. Thank you, Bill.
Hold on.
Did he hang himself or not?
What channel is this? Is this worstmustacheever.com we're looking at? There's a guy, he looks like Sonny Bono with a fucking Hitler mustache on. What a fool that guy is.
Yeah, AP is reporting that he may have hung himself.
What?
Why? In a Thai hotel room.
Wow.
Oh, maybe somebody was closing in.
Oops. Yeah, that
Oh,
worked.
no.
Wow, really? Kung Fu?
Oh, Hung Fu. Kung Fu.
That's all right.
I like
Kung Fu is funny.
I like Kung Fu.
Who else are you going to go with that?
Yeah. Where else are you going to go with that? Maybe just leave it alone.
Fair enough.
That's an option.
Are we done with the dead body jokes?
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of another one, but I think I'm fresh out.
With Carradine, it depends on the source. Some sources are reporting that he died of natural causes, and the AP story reports that he may have hung himself. So anybody that picks up the AP story is going to report.
What do they mean he may have hung himself?
Yeah,
Was there
wouldn't that be-
something around his neck?
Well,
Yeah, really. Wouldn't that
That's
be
the thing.
obvious?
If
That's
so,
not one you have to debate.
He was in Bangkok.
either he hung himself or that's a really awkward tie. We're not sure what happened. To investigate. With his pants around his ankles and his kung fu old man dick in his hand.
You never know. I'm going to be doing that all day, Jimmy. You fucker. Oh, we promised Kenny's morning mashup, Hollywood 411, in case you didn't hear it earlier. We got to play this again.
Yes.
This will lead to a brand new segment on the Opie and Anthony show. More gooder.
Blatantly stealing it.
Yep. Kenny's Hollywood 411 coming to the Opie and Anthony show. Here's the first one, I guess.
Are we leaving or staying?
Well, we'll stay for a minute or two. Kenny.
Yeah, hi.
No, I'm doing sign language. Jesus.
Yeah, hi.
Kenny. Or
You're terrific. You're the greatest. You're the best. No, go ahead, entertain people.
Jimmy's just staring at his shoes.
You don't like his shoes?
His fucking foot lumps show through them. They're awful.
Kenny's legs should be cut off just for wearing those shoes.
They really should as punishment.
They might have to do that to you, Kenny.
Oh.
What?
Cut your legs off.
Or your head. Just cut the head off.
How obvious would that be?
It wouldn't be. If you talked to him, you wouldn't even notice. Put it in a fucking hat box. That little teeny head. Cut it right off with a little Swiss knife.
Kenny, you getting sick?
Yeah, I woke up with a scratchy throat.
I don't think
Did you itch it?
I don't think you've ever been sick.
No, I'm too stupid to get sick.
Yeah.
Is your throat still scratchy?
Yeah, I've been taking like throat lozenges.
I got something you might want to try.
Lozenges.
Well, what a dose of Dr. Jim's 2-ball compound.
No.
I don't even know why this show is funny today, to be honest with you. I know the material's there, but it's just...
I can't fucking take... I'm laughing too goddamn hard at this shit.
And Breitbart.
Yeah.
There's a lot of listeners today.
Did it make
for
Drudge?
this stupidity? I don't know. Probably not. Why would it? I mean, we followed up with a calm period fucking juice snot discussion.
That's why I would.
Here's Kenny's Hollywood 411 from earlier.
Sirius XM. Music and Entertainment 411.
And now it's time for the Entertainment 411 on Sirius Hits 1 and XM 20 on 20 with me, Crazy Kenny, the king of the mashup. Susan Boyle lost the English American Idol. You know why she always wears long dresses? Because if she wore a short skirt, her balls would stick out. I hope she likes to drink because God invented alcohol so ugly people could fuck.
It's 1.
Rumor has it Bruno is hooking up with Adam Lambert. I can't wait to see pictures of their shit-stained cocks after they bump uglies. Hey, that reminds me. Do you know why semen and urine are different colors? So those people know if they're coming or going. And that also reminds me, what's the difference between anal sex and a microwave? A microwave won't brown your meat. John and Kate +8 are all over the news. I hope they're breaking up, because I'd like to finger bang Kate. She'd start complaining, oh, your ring hurts. I'd say, honey, that's not my ring, that's my wristwatch. You know, because after 8 kids, she's got a big cunt. I'm Crazy Kenny, and that's the Entertainment 411 on the mashup. Sirius Hits 1, XM 20 on 20. Let's mash it up!
You got the 411. Get it. 11 minutes past. Unless we're...
Bravo.
Funny man there, Kenny.
Yes, you are.
Thank you, but you guys are an inspiration to me.
Yeah, right.
Really?
Yes.
Why you to jump out a window?
You ever Ever notice Morley Safer looks like someone's wearing a liver-spotted Richard Nixon wig? Ever notice that?
Oh, did you find one? A little feedback.
What happened?
I think he's got one.
I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's good or bad. It's making me laugh though.
Okay.
This is from Chris C. in Virginia. It's going back to the funeral home guy.
Of course.
They say he always tried to be a good Samaritan.
to be a. He's going with bone jokes.
We have time for one more.
I wonder who had to patella the family.
Oh my God.
The kneecap joke.
I got it. I got it. I listen, you.
I hear you.
Let's say hi to Russell in Indiana.
No.
Russell.
I listen, you.
Hey, man. Did you need to check out the BBC report of Carradine? It says a hotel maid found him in a closet with a rope around his neck and his genitals.
No.
Come on.
No
really? Shit. Check it out.
No shit.
Love you, boys.
Yes, of course you do. We're
you,
lovable.
All right. One more thing.
You might think you can sing, but you're wrong. Come to Joe Frazier's karaoke camp
Cover smoke, baby.
and learn to sing like a champ.
Ain't no sense in going home till they got your gal gone. Mm-hmm.
Joe doesn't just teach you to sing the classics, he beats the awful right out of you.
When a man loves a woman, words is the most important thing to, let's say, songs, because sometimes,
After a few short weeks with Joe's unique approach to vocal training, you'll be belting out tunes just like Smokin' Joe belted Muhammad Ali.
Ooh.
Or you'll have brain damage. Spend 2 amazing weeks in Joe Frazier's 700-square-foot apartment above his Philadelphia boxing gym and floor your friends with your amazing vocal chops. Joe might have high blood pressure, diabetes, and needs to carry a cane to stand upright, but his magical voice will bring you to tears.
Mustang telling her, baby, oh yeah, think you better slow the Mustang down.
And if that doesn't, his left hook will. You'll be hitting the high notes faster than Joe Frazier hits the canvas. Come to Joe Frazier's karaoke camp, where our motto is...
Me, you ain't used these ones, you better head off.
I liked it, but I didn't like the singing underneath it. I didn't think it should have had the actual songs in there.
Don't tell that to Derek. He'll get pissed off.
Oh, man.
No, it should have just been Joe.
Doesn't like redoing these things,
shit.
Jimmy.
It should have just been voice lessons.
Danny, am I right? Derek doesn't like redoing these things.
Well, sometimes it's hard to find, karaoke versions of...
Oh, boy.
That's true.
A lot of femur jokes coming in.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What are the jokes?
I just want you to
Femur.
awkwardly say that. Too bad he wasn't a femur. Wait, hold on a minute.
Sounds like it's going to be a good one.
That's what I'm getting at. They put him in a... this is a good sign. His feedback is fucking flying by. All right. Booch in Philly. They put him in a smaller casket because otherwise the fee would be mer.
Fee
would be mer. Yeah.
Fee would be
Oh, that's organic.
And then if only he were a femur inches shorter.
That's really bad.
The investigators were really stumped by this case.
That's good.
That's CB in Atlanta.
Go with the stump.
Dan, you raising your hand? Oh, what? Oh, shit. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? I was wondering if you could tell me where I could buy a pair of capri pants.
Our pal Rob Bartlett. How's Imus doing, Rob?
He's doing great.
Yeah?
He's doing great. He's on this holistic deal, and it's working.
It's working.
It's working.
Good. Yeah, he's got a little problem there, huh?
Yeah, he's got a little bit of the prostate. A little prostate cancer. He's got the big casino, and
Big casino,
but
Tony.
He's beating it. So
very good. Good to hear.
Yeah.
Hey, are you still doing shows, Rob? Or is he taking off?
No, he's broadcasting from the ranch. We're about to go on a 2-week vacation, but he's out there with the kids, and it's all good.
Very good. I hear you're doing some. Your son's doing a fundraiser.
Yeah, he's doing this walk for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. This Saturday at Long Island, and he's been fighting that for the past 4 or 5 years, and he's actually on the road to recovery himself. But he's going.
Wait, what does he have there, Rob?
It's colitis, ulcerative colitis, and so he's been fighting that, and but now he's doing a walk for them. Like one of those walk deals, and so that's what he's doing out at Massapequa Marjorie Post this Saturday. So
how do people because Crohn's is a bitch, man.
What does it do to you?
I don't know. It fucks up your intestines. What exactly does it? Don't give me a terrible description, but it's deadly.
It's like having an ulcer, but in your intestines.
Ow.
And so it's unbelievably painful, and you lose a whole bunch of weight. I had it, most of my life when I was a kid, and then I actually got to a point where they were able to do something about it. And
why didn't you ever lose weight?
Well, I did initially, but now I wish they'd take out the whole, fucking colon, and then maybe I'd lose more weight.
But how do people help out your son there? Rob?
They can. That's very nice of you. Actually, it's CC takesteps.org.
cctakesteps.org.
And they can click on the New York Long Island Walk.
Okay.
And sponsor Devin, DEVIN. Team Devin is what he's doing.
DEVIN. Team Devin. Let's get the numbers up for Devin.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great, man.
cctakesteps.org.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
All right. Everything else good?
Everything's cool, man. I miss you guys.
Are you doing any plays? Broadway? Where you at?
No place. I'm doing this new thing. I call it Mr. Wacky Happy Pants, and I spray seltzer on myself. The kids love it. It's so much fun. And
sounds like a riot.
Yeah, and I'm working on a smokeless cigarette. So that way it'd be something else I could do after not having sex.
Yeah, no kidding.
But
you picked one of the most energetic parts of our show.
Yeah.
You've just been laughing for about an hour straight.
Yeah, we got to explain that to you, Rob. We're
and we're exhausted.
So basically, just saying.
I just hope the listener was laughing as much.
Basically, I'm fucking you the way I fuck Imus every morning.
Danny, cut this out of the replay so we have a perfect show.
Oh shit! Hey Opie, when are you getting married? I'm still waiting for my invitation.
Oh
fuck!
Damn!
God damn it! You were on the short list.
Ooh.
Yeah,
short list. The guy in the coffin.
When boss goes someplace before me, there's a problem. Okay?
Oh fuck! I didn't invite you.
No.
God damn it! I stink.
Why do you do this to me? Why do you treat me so this?
You know what though? You can still send me a wedding gift though. It's not too late.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
Why?
If I don't get the chicken, you're gonna fucking blend it. What am I? What do I look like?
Rob Bartlett.
All right.
What is he, stupid?
I already bought you 4 tickets to the Odd Couple.
Yeah,
what more do you want?
Why the fuck couldn't you get those tickets for free? That's bullshit. You were in the play.
Believe me.
Rob Bartlett did do that for us. We went and saw The Odd Couple. By the way, you were the best on that stage, my friend, and you had some big actors alongside you. You had Brad Garrett and you know what? You were way better than Nathan Lane, and I'm not just saying that. Nathan Lane was not believable as
Felix.
As Felix, right?
No, Oscar.
He's Oscar, and
yeah, he was Oscar. You're right.
But
he was so
feminine.
not believable as Oscar. You kicked ass in that play, and then I wanted to go, and they fucking make Rob, pay for the 4 tickets.
Well, they wanted to charge us for being in it.
It was a good play, man.
No, that's you can't go wrong with Neil Simon. No, Nathan was fine. I was his understudy, and the one time he was sick, I was on vacation.
So who did it?
So, the second understudy, some kid who I hope dies slow.
I didn't know there was a second understudy. I had no idea.
Oh, they had in situations like that. They had to.
Yeah.
Rob Bartlett could have been a big star.
That's right.
I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody. Bit of a bum, which is what I am. You should have watched out for me, Opie.
All right, just send me the wedding gift, and all will be forgiven.
Oh,
that's our music, Rob. We got to go.
What do you want? Like a cock ring?
No, I never did the cock ring.
No?
Nope.
How about a butt plug that looks like a lava lamp?
Never did.
Oh,
jeez, wow.
Doesn't matter what it looks like as long as it gets us hot.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you, sweetie.
All right, listen, it's cctakesteps.org. Join Team Devin and help him out. Rob's a good friend of the show. And congratulations to you guys for the big comeback.
Thanks so much, guys, and you too.
I hear the ratings are great, and you guys are adding affiliates. You guys added affiliates as we lost affiliates. That made us feel real good. I got to tell you.
Affiliates left and right. The numbers are great, and getting bigger as we speak. So it's all good. It's great to be back.
All right, thank you, Rob.
All right, my friends. Love you guys. Thanks.
All right,
thank you, Rap.
I'm punching out now.
Oh, punch out, Rob.
I'm going to Florida. I just want to throw it out real quick. Thursday, June 18th, Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood at the Hard Rock, and 19th, 20th, Palm Beach Improv in West Palm Beach. Coming to Florida.
Florida?
Yeah, man. 18, 19, 20.
That's cool.
Yeah, the Improv's down there.
All right.
It's been a long time since I've been in Florida.
Danny, just cut that out.
Everyone is
the show.
No.
Looking forward to my return.
Yes.
That's the big word down there.
The great James.
I have one hand on my ass cheek and one on my dick for no reason.
You still have a boner?
No.
Okay, good.
Just playing with
I'm just holding it.
When did the boner, go down?
As soon as we quit talking about death.
Yeah.
We all know about death. Y'all love lies.
All right, guys. We'll,
Never noticed. You always say William Dafoe would have to be corrected.
William, yes. Get me out of here.
All right, Ron and Fez are up next. Thanks, guys.
Later.
Next, 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 thanks, guys.
Later.